We did stuff in a spooky house.
That is right.
We're still in Spooky House?
No.
No, we finished it.
We found the basement. We went into the basement and found the dead kid. Found a box. Unfortunately, opened the box, which released like a big old demon boy. Killed the demon, and then we just kind of left, right?
Yeah. After taking, we did get the,
You also retrieved the flowers.
flowers. Yeah.
Which I forgot to check. I've checked what Sood Darius picked up. I forgot to check how many flowers he wanted. So we're sticking with I think 30.
Yeah.
It was 30. Yeah.
I'll have to take my player's word for that.
Let's come so you have a recording.
Because that's what I'm saying. Is I didn't check, even though I said I would.
Easily could have.
Easily could have. But instead, I was hooked on the episode where you guys met Mildred, who poisoned herself.
Still probably one of the funniest moments.
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
That was pretty strong.
It's pretty good. So yes, you you got out of that house finally, and you advanced to level 6. I sure hope everyone's leveled up and ready to play.
Yep. Not much to really level up for me, but
say,
maybe you guys.
As a fighter, there's nothing really apart from ASI, and I get to hit again.
Well, really, I only get level 5 in Wizard, so I'm behind a level of you guys.
I get an ability until like level 7 with fighter.
Is not increased.
Alright, so it's either morning or night. Let's roll a dice for it. It is morning.
Yay.
And you guys have come out into the daylight. Out of the inn.
That
and
disappeared.
it didn't. That was me memeing.
Did we have a rest or no?
Sure. Yes, you did, because they offered a free night. Again, apparently.
That's very kind of them.
Such nice people.
But yes, the inn is still there, and the fog is starting to clear up now. And you can continue on your way down to Rose Watch.
Well, yes, I guess.
Yes. Let's make sure we have everything for our journey.
Yeah.
We still got a ways to go.
How many more days do you think it is till Rose Watch?
Do I know?
It is. You're going along the road, so that's 2 days there. That's 2 days there, and you have to head off road. It's a bit slower. So we're at 4 days, 5 days, 6.5.
A week?
Yeah.
A week still to get there. And how long have we been traveling total?
Oh.
3 weeks, didn't we?
A bit.
Let me check. 3 weeks ago, because you guys are all still have your Darius still has his antlers.
That's why I was asking. And that only lasted for a week.
Going to end in I think 2 days.
With my sneaky sneaks.
Yeah, everyone's does. But your inspiration / lux lasts until you use it.
How many did I have?
I have 2. Zeldor has 5. I don't know about Darius.
Is it 5?
I think I had.
Was it plus?
2?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
I thought it was 4.
Who, me?
Because I'm pretty sure you rolled a d4. Yeah, double check. I don't remember for Darius.
I don't remember.
I don't even remember that I had luck, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
you,
4.
You,
Yeah,
you
you're
crit
right.
on
Yeah,
yours.
4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did
4.
crit.
It's 4.
Darius has 4.
No. Sorry, Zelda does. I don't know about you, Darius. We have to go back and watch that one.
I will have to write that on my sheet that I have 4 points of luck.
That'll be another time.
Yep.
Not worried about it.
Ada's armor was repaired. Let's have a look. I've written that down 3 weeks ago. So you've been traveling roughly 2 weeks.
Okay.
but that also sort of includes the journey to get those people to through the swamp. What a time that was! An exciting time.
Happy memories.
Really, we've been only adventuring for like a month.
Dying.
Yeah,
like roughly a month, right?
a month, give or take. Might be more, but the calendar app I was using corrupted. Hang on 2 seconds.
It feels like we've been adventurers forever now.
Feels like we're so close all together now.
We've had bits where it's like you have a week of downtime, so
Mhm.
it's a little over a month.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 days travel, ladies and gentlemen. At a time is what we're doing currently. So, who is watching the first day?
I am.
Should be the same people.
I would like to work on my new feature
Your new feature? What's that?
to making the different elements.
Sure.
Ooh.
That's what I'll be doing for 2 days.
Okay.
Is
Darius
anyone-
will actually be interested in actually be helping Kian.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Because Darius is adept at changing elements as well, so he's curious about how Kian's doing it versus how he does it.
Okay, I'll tell you. So I'll make the fire and radiant ones for now.
And that's
So it's
ammunition, right? That's part of your ammo, or is that part of?
No, it's action to just switch.
Right, okay.
So essentially, Darius, you'll be able to learn this while I do it. Essentially, my gun has like this little canister in it, and you pull it out, and that's like how it works. It's essentially like an arcane focus. And then so what I'm doing is basically making that again, but one fire and the other
I
radiant.
gotcha.
So
Yeah.
it has like a holy symbol in it for the radiant one, and I don't know, something with fire for the other one. And
Is
I
there-
basically just swap them out.
Is there a symbol to a certain person on that holy focus, or
Yeah, it would be Arcart.
arc hearts? Okay.
Well, that's it.
Darius offers to help you just put fire in a bottle.
Sure.
Hey, just like
get a
trap
can
it
of
inside.
deodorant.
I
And
basically
Light
just need
up.
like an arcade focus and whatever fire. It's fine.
His gun has just got a Molotov cocktail
Oh,
attached
try
to it.
this.
is anybody helping healing on the first watch?
I would help her with the first watch.
Okay, so with advantage, please healing. There it is. 18, okay. You watch on the first day with your perceptive eye, and you manage to get through the day with no perceivable dangers along the road. Okay, and day 2. Who's watching?
Take a watch.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
You navigate and you see a pothole, and you navigate around it, cutting 3 miles extra onto the journey because you don't have to change the wheel or something.
Damn, that was a fatal pothole.
Yeah. It happens all the time, right? It's a big, big pothole, and it just knocks the wheel off. Okay. So, camp time. Night time, where things like to happen and attack you.
Of course.
Who is taking your first watch?
Same as usual.
Would it be me?
If you want to.
Probably.
Yeah.
Unless there's a certain... I was going to say, unless there's a certain part of the night you want to watch, like, Nat 20.
So,
Eagle
we really
Eye.
should like have he
Oh!
as our anchor.
32.
Like she should be our anchor, like ending the night every time.
Look at this. 32.
I feel like nothing ever bad happens on the first one.
It's true.
She's got eagle eyes, man.
Unless they're very impatient raiders.
I need to check something, hang on.
this is the one time where when she gets her insane perception, it's actually fucking
Yeah.
Purry over.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Just scope. Oh, I can see the next town over there. That's 5 miles away.
Healing has the bionic eye.
Show me your
Zoom.
notes.
I've got you. She's so just anything.
I've got you in my sights. Oh god.
Okay,
At the point, there's a 32.
so looking around, you see some movement about a mile back, which is a certain amount of kilometers.
1.6.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you see a familiar form, small form, wearing the same armor as before, and it looks like where once this individual was ahead of you, they now seem to be behind you. And you remember it to be the dwarf cleric.
Yep.
Everyone
The
else
one-
is sleeping.
Yeah, he is. It doesn't look like he's coming any closer. He's just. It seems like somehow he's managed to rotate behind you.
How far away is he?
Still a mile.
That was the one that those guards were trying to look for, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he beat the shit out of
On
them.
them from trees.
And left
Yup.
bits of
Yeah.
bodies everywhere.
Buried one in the ground to make it look like he's crawling out. Hung another by his feet.
That's cool.
He
That's
was
not
predator.
creepy.
Now, we
In
don't
his-
know
in
it
his-
was
in-
actually him.
That's true. In his defense, they did see
Fair.
his necklace piece, his holy symbol.
So that must mean people.
I don't know if
deserve
that's
to
a
be
good defense.
No, I think that's a really good defense.
hanged. Your Honor, to be fair, they took my bling.
Yep.
Oh,
So I
Purry,
hung the shit out of him.
Real quick, did you have the sheet for the step back ring?
Sure.
Or at least just like a little thing that I can copy paste?
Oh yeah, real quick. Who took what potions, by the way?
I took a potion of speed.
I took
That's a
heroism.
Great restoration.
Greater restoration as well.
Because I want to do as many extra.
That's right. You
attacks as
wanted one that
possible.
he didn't have, so the ones that are available,
Well, there's still the healing one, right?
if you want to take that.
Yeah. And what kind is it? Is it a greater healing or just healing potion?
You will know soon, Darius. You will know very soon.
I think
It's
it
a
might have been a greater.
mysterious potion.
I mean, that's fine. I just, with the rate, with my AC, I'm gonna get hit a lot. And it hurts a lot.
What do you mean? It's my job to get hit.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
I'm strunk.
Stroke.
A potion of greater healing, yeah.
Thank you.
And what was the other question? Was
the
it?
step back ring?
That's right. I'll take a picture of it and send it over Skype. No, I won't. There's a PDF.
Realised I needed to change my sheet because of the second wind.
Yep, there it is. Okay.
I apologize. I did not.
There we go.
This was going to be such a detour.
Yeah, I was just trying to find it.
It sounds like a useful ring though, so it might come in handy.
It is the use.
Especially if our friend is close by.
Right. Okay. Yes. So, Heaton, was there a question you had?
I'll keep my eye on him.
Okay. Fucking 32.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I wake Kian up,
Mhm.
and I wake you up, and I point to that direction that I saw him, and I say, "He's a mile that way. If you feel like revenge is your place to give or hand out. Good night."
He didn't do anything to me personally. I don't know anybody he killed. I suppose it's my watch then. I'll just keep an eye on him.
Okay. You watch his general vicinity. While watching him, you start to hear the sound of wind rushing. And you can then hear a gentle voice from what seems like your chest. A childlike voice.
Okay.
Do you speak elemental?
I do.
Which one do you speak?
Ignin specifically.
And that's air, is it?
It's fire.
That's fire. Okay, then you fully understand this. He goes, "Hey, Keen! Hey, Keen! Keen! Hey, Keen!"
Why do I have things talking to me? Why do I always have things talking to me?
And it's speaking in the fire elemental language.
And you said it's coming from my chest?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll poke my breastplate.
Yeah.
What do you want?
It's coming. There's something coming from me. Keen, there's something coming.
Oh no. No. Do you know where? How long?
I don't know. I can feel it.
Everybody, wake up, please.
I guess we just wake up to Kian.
What is it, kid?
Apparently, according to my chess piece that has a little fire elemental in it, apparently that can talk to me. There's something coming.
Wait, you're just.
I'm sorry. Do you want to take that conversation a little step backwards right there?
Not really.
We just woke up.
Your chess piece is talking to you.
Yes, it's a new development. I'm not really sure why.
Do I just need to go back to bed?
Maybe you
No,
haven't had
but I
enough
think we're
sleep,
going to be
Kian.
attacked.
Cedric is going to.
By
rubbing
what?
his eyes.
What are we getting
Brian?
attacked by?
Presumably an elemental
Arguing?
of some sorts.
Is there any physical? You said something was the wind started to howl or something.
Yeah, there's a sound of a wind getting heavier.
I guess I get up.
I get up, strap buckle the part of the shield onto my other arm, my sword on the other.
I look towards the
Wakes
dude.
up, rubbing his eyes.
Yeah, you look over. Yeah, he's still over there.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like he's getting involved.
Shall we set up
Do we know which way the wind is coming from?
Sure, it's coming from the south. from Singorn.
Do we see anything in that direction?
It's pretty dark. You can see some like leaves being disturbed, sort of kicking up.
I don't know what to do.
As you don't know what to do, you start to see this this form of essentially wind in a typhoon-like nature. Starts to get a bit heavier and heavier, and then it forms into like a humanoid shape. Or at the base, it looks like there's a whirlwind around a individual. And as the whirlwind gets sort of dissipates from the bottom up, as it slowly does, you just see this ordinary human male stood where this whirlwind once was, and he's continuing to walk over to the camp.
I shoot him.
You shoot him?
I shoot him.
Okay, go for it.
That wasn't no hesitation.
We're all just like still like.
I'm like there.
17. Okay.
I've been told they're coming for him, so, which means they're coming for me.
Well, we're all up now.
What the hell, Kian?
If you weren't awake before, you're awake now.
I think I've got a little tinnitus.
I think I've lost his hearing in one of my ears.
What'd you say?
What
Stop
the hell
that
did you say?
loud. Calm down.
Yeah, it's not like the noisy cricket from like Men in Black.
I'm sure your fireball is louder than my gun.
One way to find out.
17 hits.
It is currently thunder damage for the 4. Because I'd imagine a wind elemental's probably immune or resistant.
So yeah, the round hits. When you watch the guy, so it goes, and then falls backwards onto the floor. You guys watch as this man was walking towards you. Keen shoots, and he just falls onto the floor backwards. And then stop moving.
Shit.
He's faking it.
And then you hear,
Did you just kill him?
"You got him! Yeah! Oh yeah, go Keen!
Do we hear that at all?
Keen! No.
Oh.
He's got a
I go to like instinctively high five, but then like kind of look.
Yeah. You can just pat me. Yeah.
is this good?
I look at Kian with sheer confusion.
I think we both are.
Is the guy faking it? Is he actually down?
Perception or insight. One of the two.
They're both 0.
Can I have a look to see if he killed him?
13.
I will do a perception to see if he's dead.
Okay.
14.
So this human form is dead, but you can see like around it the clothes start to dissipate and then form up into this this sort of bulbous shape that is now starting to fly right at you.
Can I just take a look like over my shoulder and see if he is still the dude is still there after hearing Kian take a shot?
Yeah, sure. You look behind, you know where to look. He's you can see like where there wasn't movement, but you could sort of see like there was like where it's set up. You can now see he has moved, but not towards you. Sort of moved to like to get an angle, just looking.
Okay.
I will switch my gun to fire.
Okay. It's still flying towards you as fast as it possibly can. Okay.
Kian, are you sure you should be shooting?
What?
No. No,
What
I'm not
if
sure.
that was an
He's like,
air
hey,
shot
mid-sentence
read?
So 24. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah, 18 down. Okay, so yeah, it hits and takes out part of this form, and it's still rushing towards you.
Oh, I don't like it. How far away is it?
I mean, when you first saw it, it was around 300 feet away, and it's now about 100 feet away.
Oh, that's getting quite close.
It seems to be slamming its way towards you.
Oh.
Oh, Kian, you pissed it off.
Oh. I cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Anything else?
Shoot it again.
All right.
Before it slams
Now,
you into the
Kian,
ground.
we don't even know if it's a bat. Every time he tries to talk to you.
So this one, it sees the round coming and swirls around it, narrowly avoiding the round. As
I
it,
start trying to run.
as you do, this
My
large,
little legs.
this large, two fists come out of the form and go to punch you. Essentially,
Yep.
They're Supermaning him.
one was a
So I'm gonna hit 17.
7 plus 8, so that won't hit. The other one, however, was my favorite number.
No.
Oh.
No. I feel like this is slightly deserved.
No, it's coming to kill me.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh,
It might have killed me.
that's double 8s there on the first one. And then another 8, so that's 24, 29.
I don't have that much health.
Really?
Well, you're close.
29, 34.
Oh god.
Okay, can we
Did he
join
just cold
into
clock
this,
the
or-
shit out
Yeah,
of
you can get involved at any time.
Did he just
I'm
like
at
come in and
2
clothesline Kian?
And it just like completely knocked him unconscious.
So it basically, yeah, it comes with the left and Keen dodges it, but he doesn't realize the other hand's coming and basically throws himself full force against the other fist. You
Use fade away, so I'm now invisible.
Wow.
Yeah, let's
He
get into
he puts the
it.
one ring on.
Alright, so we will roll initiative in just a second. I just needed... How
I
much?
feel
He
like
did
every
8.
time he got hit by that, the rest of us were like, ooh.
Yeah, you heard it.
I'm at 2 health. Please don't hit me again.
Oh my God. Well, this is the hag all over again when it one-shot me.
Oh, okay. Except he just got cold clocked by some wind.
So you guys just watched Keen get punched so hard, he disappeared.
God is my witness, he's broken in half.
Keen just got punched into
got-
nothing.
Yeah.
You got knocked the fuck out.
I can't heal you if you're invisible.
Kian,
It's
where'd you
alright.
go? What
It's
happened?
okay, just follow the blood trail.
So let's talk about positioning. Where would everyone be? Would they be like sort of on the same line as Keen?
I feel like me
I
and
was,
Darius,
I,
we kind of
I was assuming we were just like standing next to him.
Yeah, okay. Healing,
Well,
whereabouts?
I started to run a little bit, so I'd imagine I'm slightly.
Well, yeah,
far
you
away.
started running away, but
Okay.
along that same line.
Okay, and
I
Standing
would have
slightly
been in a
further
good
back.
position so I could look towards the other dude, so maybe I was also a bit...
near the
We're just
back.
watching Kian
Yeah.
run away and then just
Okay.
like get hit and then invisible. Like,
You just
oh,
hear, like,
whoa.
As soon as he runs, you hear like the Scooby-Doo sound effects of like just trying to get
Run,
away.
Forrest, run!
Run! Like Zoinks, air elemental scoop! What a way
Okay.
to start! What a way to start initiative, I guess.
I feel like I wrote my own death into my backstory now.
So we'll come over to the screen.
That would be a way to die. Well, how did he die? He got knocked his shit rock. by a-
Boy.
All right, and roll initiative.
This is. Yes, not. Ooh, nat 20.
Hey. Oh.
Well, they say clerics should be last.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, is that everyone? It looks like everyone.
Yeah, I think that is everyone.
Okay, so from the top, Zelda with the natural 20 is ready to attack.
So I immediately pull out my sword the second I saw Kian get his shit rocked in by the elemental. Oh my god. As I pull out my longsword, and I'm going to make 2 attacks at him.
Go for it.
Acha. That is a whopping 16. And that is 13.
The 16 will hit.
Right, he has an unwavering mark on him. And I think we want him down, so might as well action surge. 18.
Hits.
24.
As does that.
A couple little fury blasts, and Kian, if you're there right now, I'd highly suggest getting out. You've just pissed this thing off really badly. It's gonna be my turn.
All right, Keen.
So I guess I'm burning everything. I'm gonna bonus action use my step back ring. uh, where have I been in the last 24 hours? Which direction? This direction?
Yeah.
All right.
Because it came from the south.
I'll go. Like here, I guess.
All right.
I don't, does that break my invisibility or no?
What does your
It does
invisibility?
not. It is until I take an action, deal damage, or force a saving throw.
There we go.
So I will then shoot him. And it's an advantage out of invisibility?
Yeah.
Sweet. Please don't miss. 15?
Just connect.
So that'll be 8 fire damage. Really should just put that in there.
And as well as the piercing, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. It is its turn. It sees you appear.
Please no. Oh wait, I have to make a concentration check as well. For my
Oh,
Shield of
yes.
Faith.
Well, let's see if you can do that, yeah. I think it's 17 to beat. Oh, you did it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alright, cool. It's its turn. You hear
Please
it.
no.
You hear it scream out, "Where is it?" As it starts to spin harder and harder and faster. I need Zeldor. Yeah, fuck it, that's fun. We'll make Zeldor and Darius make me a strength saving throw, please.
Ooh, I'm kind of decent at the. Not
I'm
enough
not.
because that's a 9.
Okay, so both of you get picked up by its epic current.
That's cool.
Did we just like goofy throw it?
We just get launched like 200 feet away.
Oh man, I'm rolling evilly tonight, guys. So it's 19 points of bludgeoning damage each,
Jesus.
Ooh.
and you are
That's
Oh
it?
my god!
and you are flung 20 feet away. So Darius.
That's it. That's not too bad.
That's half my health.
That's a third of mine.
Oh, and you are also additionally, after being beat together in the whirlwind,
No, we take falling damage too.
yeah, such as the wall or floor, you were thrown
Awesome.
20 feet.
Awesome.
So this is only 10 points of bludgeoning damage each.
I'm already
29.
to 80. I'm already at 18 HP. Wonderful.
Okay, then it's going to use
I'm
its.
at 12.
Then it just zooms right at you now, Keen.
Oh, come on.
Adric.
Healing, you have your work cut out for you.
Yes, I know.
Just
I
just
heard.
cracks his knuckles.
Adric shouts as it floats past him. What does it want? As he will pull out his heavy crossbow and see if a bolt can stick in this thing.
Sure.
13 to hit.
It flies towards it, but it's brought up by the current and just flung harmlessly away.
Adric curses under his breath as he will bonus action dash over towards here. I'll just move over here, past 10.
Darius, you are currently prone.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's gonna use half his movement to get up. And he is going to hex it. And then firebolt.
Firebolt. Or ball.
Bolt.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry.
No worries. That will definitely hit. And you get a d6 for that, I believe. Nice.
18. Yeah.
good damage to this.
Alright, this thing's
Yeah, and
looking
then-
pretty beat.
And then he's gonna back up 10 feet.
But then again, so are you guys. Alright, healing.
Okay. I am going to step away. Hit me if you want.
Okay, I certainly will. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay.
Well.
I see the struggle of the radius.
Decisions.
Why? Why are you standing so far away from each other? Okay, who's hurt?
Oh, I'm
Sandor is
sorry I
hurt.
got flung away.
Sandor is hurt, Adric is hurt. And
Adric is not hurt.
no, I'm sorry, Kian is hurt and Darius is hurt. The
Darius
three
is just
who are
holding his
standing
ribs.
like furthest fucking away from each other.
Hey,
Darius-
I got close to you.
Darius is holding his ribs, and he just points to Kian.
Well, I'm just doing the you know dance with the like 35, 35, 30. No, that sucks. I want to be within 30 feet of all of you guys. That's my
Well-
wish right now.
Well, you could
It's not
always
gonna happen.
always hold it and wait for Zelda to come closer.
I don't trust them.
Okay.
Okay. Here, I'm sorry,
Thanks,
Sandor.
I guess.
I'm sorry, Sandor. You have to survive without me for a while. Beacon of Hope. In case you guys decide to die after all. And I know you have potions, so drink them.
Ah, yes. Classic
Uh,
beacon of hope.
Yes. And Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Please fail.
Let's say, does a 3 pass?
18 necrotic.
Yes.
Yay.
You watch as it howls and howls, but crashing against an invisible barrier before the wind just...
Oh, nice. Well,
I
everyone come to me. Come to me, Darius and
just
Sandor.
fall face first into the floor.
Come closer,
You
please.
take 2 points of damage.
No.
Oh.
I don't fall very far.
Kian,
I
words
am...
please.
Yes.
And Kian, you know how... Okay, now you did it! Nice!
Yay.
Just one thumb just comes out.
Here I am. I'm crawling over.
Yeah.
Adric rushes over and gives you a shoulder to lean on.
I cast, I guess I cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
So, Darius and Kian gets 8,
Thank you.
and Seldor gets whatever this is, 6. Oh,
Thank
and you
you.
get plus 2 through 3 on that because of my life cleric thing.
And your beacon of hope makes that max, doesn't it?
Yeah, so 8, 9, 10, 11 to Kian and Darius, and Seldor got 6 because it's in that
Okay.
already. Yeah.
Take away then that. There we go.
No, it isn't, but it should be. No, it should be plus 3 for you. Sorry, it's not in it.
Okay.
Thank you, Helen.
No worries.
That was quite
Kian.
needed.
Kian,
Kian,
what's going on?
you guys watch as Kian crawls over the remnants of the elemental. You see this sort of thin white powder that has been left into it, sort of absorb into his armor.
Oh.
And you hear the voice
So-
go, "That's great, thank you," and get a little bit deeper.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, that felt real good.
Can somebody
My
explain
chest
what the hell
piece is
that
in
was?
puberty.
I really think this could be a great partnership.
This sounds like this dude from Simpsons. Oh, Mr. Aerosocolocus is gonna kill me. Kian, Why the hell did you shoot a pissed off air elemental?
I'm just trying not to spellcigate.
It was trying to kill me.
Yes,
wouldn't I
and then you
shoot it?
pissed it off, and then it came over here, and then me and Darius flew a little bit.
It was already trying to kill me. How could I piss it off anymore?
Well, what'd you do to piss it off, Kian? Why is it trying to kill you?
I didn't. It's not trying to kill me. It's trying to kill my little baby elemental friend.
It kind of looked like it was trying to kill you. And
No,
it
it's
gave
trying
you
to
quite a
kill
good
what I'm
punch.
wearing. It's trying to kill my clothes.
Excuse me. You said you have a baby elemental.
Yeah,
You,
apparently.
you have the baby elemental.
So originally, I thought I killed the baby elemental by putting it in my armor, and then he started talking, and he was like, "Hey, you better wake up! The shit's coming!" I was like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" He was like, "Here it comes!" And I shot it, and I died.
Is this normal with magic, Darius, healing? Or is this a Kian thing?
Would
Mass-
I have heard?
So have you heard? No, that's not normal for magic at all.
No.
Well, I mean, just the fact of having elementals in armor or weapons or anything.
No, actually, in fact, that was once implemented to make skyships, but it was ruled out because it was very brutal and cruel. It was basically you were held elemental against their will. There's very, very few cases of elementals willingly binding themselves to armor or being bound to armor willingly.
He just shakes his head to Zeldor. That's not normal. The last time we heard of anything about that would have been a long time ago when they made airships. It was never against their will. So how'd you manage it, Kian?
I'm
Unless you
gonna be
didn't.
honest, it just seems like a big accident.
Did you enslave an elemental?
Well, no, so Zelda, you were with me. We fought those little fire lizard boys, and I was like, "Oh, look, there's
Oh.
a medal." And then I was like, "Yeah, I could forge us into some
yes, I
armor to be
remember you
super
from
protective."
I remember specifically you said then as well you didn't get anything from that counter, so thank you for lying.
No, I don't remember that.
You know,
I
Kian-
very much do.
You know, Kian.
You also
I
remember
never took
Kian.
you for a slaver.
Can you also remember when you first forged it? you the creature was technically killed.
Yeah, right.
It was
See,
reforged.
That's what I was saying. Is the lady talked to me and she was like, "Hey, you need to go find these elemental core things," and I was like, "Yeah, great." And then I used this one because I thought it wasn't in there anymore, and then she was like, "Oh, you've killed it," and I was.
Are we safe for now, though?
Maybe.
Are any more elementals going to kick our asses tonight? I should ask.
Again, I don't really know.
Well, ask your elemental if there's any more of these elemental buddies coming here.
I will ask my chess piece in Ignan if there's any more elementals coming.
Oh my god, he's talking to his armor piece.
You can hear what sounds like soft snoring.
He's asleep right now, so.
We was as well.
I mean, I don't know why you're so mad. You're not the one that didn't get their fucking punched
I-
into oblivion.
I just learned what it was like to be at Arakara for like a little short second, so yes.
I think you look fine, all things considered.
Thank you. I think me and Darius can attest to that we wasn't.
I mean, we kind of already knew this was gonna happen because when we went to the airplane, then they were trying to like rip a hole into it, and
But that made more sense because that was the airplane, not in our whatever the hell you call this normal reality.
elementals exist in this plane as well.
Yes, I didn't know they were very frequent though to, come to see us per se.
When we went to that the air elemental plane, they were relatively chill with us, right?
Rather
I
nice.
don't think we ever ran into any actual air elementals, did we?
No,
Yeah.
you met the Lyman people. You didn't run into any air elementals. Well, there were some in the city, and they just seemed to be acclimatized to humans, so no, they weren't aggressive towards you. You have seen civilized air elementals.
Well, it's over now. At least I
Sorry,
hope
it's
so.
the Lari people, not the linemen.
So, I mean, we still need to get some rest, don't we?
Yes.
And Hedon, you remember that the Lari people actually worshipped a air elemental god called Delman, because you went to the church. So they're almost they're also revered in that plane. Some of them, at least.
So, are we just gonna go to sleep knowing that there might be elementals? Or, I don't know, is it more than just air elementals, or is every element under stars coming after you, kid?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, it seemed like it was the fire plane when we were in the airplane, right?
It seemed to be airport to the fire plane. Yeah.
For
There was
all I
lots
know,
of
it's
there was
everyone.
yeah there was lots of fire and then a huge giant fiery face.
But it wasn't talking to me then. I'm still not quite sure how this even happened because, as far as I knew, I accidentally killed it.
You remember all of a sudden Adala reinvigorated the spark to bring it back to life and said, so long as it's alive, you will have more power.
Ah.
Also,
Okay.
didn't Darius librarians key in 1 point?
Yeah.
Okay, so Darius remembers that, or remembers. I don't even remember what I rolled on that.
I don't remember.
You got everything. You got everything about all the
Did
fire
I?
plane and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, we need sleep. Otherwise, we're just gonna be here all night. We're not gonna get any rest. And we're gonna be exhausted in the morning.
Can I still see the dude?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like he's gone back to doing whatever he's doing.
It's pretty obvious that he's following us specifically.
He did say he was going to Singorn, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
We just, I guess, passed him at whatever point.
Well,
Mhm.
we intentionally, I guess. I mean, he chose to have us pass by.
Hmm.
Or he's using us as a frontliner for anything bad that happens.
Of course, but I mean, he's still like following. There's some intention to that still, also.
Possibly. Oh, either way, I'm sore and I want to go back to sleep, so that's what I'm gonna go do. And he just walks back over to his spot and goes back to sleep.
Remind me when it comes to the magic art, if I ever want to learn it, that I go to Heal and Darius and not to Kian with this. I go back to bed.
Alright. He's taking, I would have disturbed it. He's taking first watch again.
I'll take first watch
Okay.
again. Don't worry, friends. I have now a watch buddy.
Who's growing up right before your eyes.
He's already talking about college.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Which you know is expensive. So.
Yeah.
He's gonna be homeschooled.
So you watch out. You watch around. You do notice something interesting. You notice Darius's antlers slowly fade back into his head and then disappear.
Do my arms feel weak?
They do not feel as strong anymore.
Bummer.
Womp womp womp.
Oh, my sneaky feet.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Zelda is more visible.
And he's snoring.
Zelda's feet become bricks.
They just like glowing.
But that's all that happens.
Okay.
He's taking a second watch.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Let's not all jump up and do it all at the same time.
Yeah. Oh,
23.
today he's
Where's
got
before?
a better perception
Yeah.
than me.
So yeah, you're looking around. You decide to keep a little eye on Hinsworth. Look through your spyglass. It looks like he's doing some sort of ritual. He's got this little portable altar up. Seems to have, I don't know, either a finger or a carrot on it. You're not quite sure.
What's he doing as part of ritual? Down in front of it.
He's just he's kneeling in front of it. He's got his sword basically like in the dirt, and he's got both hands on it, and he's just saying a silent prayer.
Can I see a holy symbol?
Yeah, you see the same holy symbol around his neck.
Bad god.
It is still the Strife Emperor.
I'll keep an eye on him and see
Okay.
what he's doing. But
Right, your shift passes. He doesn't do anything interesting. Who's taking next watch?
Oh, you
There is-
do it.
All right.
No, you do it.
Roll me perception.
passes the spyglass over and goes to sleep.
So yeah, you look around and you keep a little eye on Hensworth, and sun's starting to come up. So in a cruel twist of fate, the light comes off of his medallion and shines into your eye, and you're like, oh well, I'm not watching that anymore. And you continue to watch.
Kill him.
You watch it. You continue to watch around.
Fireball.
Nothing interesting seems to happen either. And who is taking the final watch?
We do it.
All right, go on then.
19.
Yeah, so you watch around. You watch Hensworth wake up, and he does his morning ritual, which is a prayer. He puts on his armor, and then you look around as well. It doesn't seem anything sneaking up on you, and you wake everyone up ready to go for the day.
Trust everyone slept well. Start looking around the camp.
Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
Or getting hit by a wagon like that, then sure. Is that a long rest as well that we just took?
Yes.
Moving ammo from my bag of holding.
I'm actually gonna keep it as just a look at like Kian's armor and just see if I notice anything about it, like glows or like twitches or anything.
Yeah, you keep a good eye on it.
Don't see anything get like glowing reaction.
No. Doesn't appear to be.
Kian, how does it work?
It only happened last night. I have no idea.
I like kind of knock on the armor a little bit. Said I'd like an activation thing to it. Do you just like say a magic word or something?
I'll ask if it has a name.
No. I don't know. What's a good name?
I'm gonna call you Beans.
I like it, I think.
Everyone, I've named the tiny little elemental in my armor. Its name is Baines.
Why did you name it?
Please refer to it accordingly.
Why did you name it Beans? Why did you name Beans Beans?
Why did you name it after your rations?
Why wouldn't you name it Beans? It's a good name.
But
It attached.
you know what? I don't know how fire elementals are named, so sure, why not?
It's already infused in my armor, so I think it's already kind of attached.
Oh.
Okay,
So,
venturing on.
just looking at him very confused, thinking
Can I-
Kian has gone crazy.
Can I have a perception check, please? First perception check.
Sure.
Is anybody helping?
Am I
Let's go,
helped?
Hawkeye.
Sure.
You get triple advantage where you get to roll twice like normal.
Super
Go.
duper advantage.
Go, Hawkeye, go.
Well,
Fucking Christ.
Obnoxious!
Fucking hell!
okay. Don't.
So
don't
basically, you see Hinsworth get out this big notepad, and it's got all his evil secret deeds to do in the next week.
And I can read them.
Yeah, and it says, kill the party in their sleep tonight, and tonight's date. No,
Has little doodles.
I'll say
Tab here.
with that you pull off the trail and get an additional 6 miles. You navigate through the forest a bit.
Nice.
Second day perception check, please.
I'll take it.
Go for it.
Jeez.
I say you two have like a high perception now. You have like 8s.
Yeah. So fair levels of a dark
So nuts.
Firefox is frozen.
That would be nearly a broken plate. This is what it sounds like.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, alright, back here. Sit. Right, okay, so yeah, the fairly basic travel. Ethan and I, Hinsworth is following you into the forest.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait,
Could,
we're going off road, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Could I talk to Darius?
Yeah.
So what do you think?
About our little friend back there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems a little weird that he's following us at least this much, don't you think?
Yeah.
I could try to slow him down.
Well, I don't know if we should mess with him. It just gets me worried because we are technically leading him straight to where we're going.
Well,
And
if you think
even though if he's maybe like going somewhere else, what if he's not?
well,
Like he says he's going to Singorn.
yes.
Yeah,
but
but what if he isn't?
well, then we would find out after we pass through Singon, wouldn't we?
Sure, but
I mean, what's the worst that can happen if we lead him to Singon? If he stays in Singon, that's fine. But if we start...
Just so that you know, you've now headed off the path away from Singon, technically.
okay.
So, like, if you look...
It's... Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
So the thing is that we keep hidden.
We could, but
No.
that
We're
might
not on
lead...
the big
No,
map, by
no,
the way, Purry.
Like my
Oh
my
shit,
family.
sorry. Right, there you go.
No,
That'll
I-
make more
I-
sense now.
Oh yeah, that's much better. Thank you.
I understand that, but here's the thing: we don't. Normally, we would pass through Singon to reach your family, correct?
You don't have to, really. You could.
No, but I'm saying normally, if we continued along this road, it would eventually lead to Rosewatch, correct?
Yeah, like you come to another road where you go off, and then you go to another, and then you turn left by the waterfall, and then you keep on going. So no, it's not like lying next to the road, being like
No.
a roadside inn or something.
No. Sorry, what I mean is, do we have to go through Singon at all to reach your family?
We don't have to. We could.
But are we?
No, not right now, because this path I've taken this path before. It's quicker, and we still don't know like what the status is everywhere. So I just thought we could go here, but we could do whatever. I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Well, think of it this way: if let's say we choose to go through Singorn, that gets him to his destination. And if we continue past Singorn and he continues to follow us, then we know we have an issue.
But I think we already have an issue because we're off the path to Singorn. So he's here because he's here, like.
Or what if he's relying on us to get to Singorn? Maybe he doesn't know the way there.
He said he traveled here before. He should know.
Also,
Well,
what if he's trying to go murder the religious cult that Healan grew up in?
Well, if that's the
Sorry.
case,
Yeah, that
Don't mean
puts
to
words on
eavesdrop.
my worry, yes.
well, if that's the
Alright.
case, then we do need to lose him, and he seems like a rather tricky one to get rid of.
I know a very simple way to get rid of him, but we kind of need to agree.
Okay. What's your
What
What's
would
your
that
idea?
be?
We go and kill him. If he's threatened, if there's any kind of threat for him to follow to my village, I kill him. That's how it is.
Okay,
I'm not bringing you guys there
but
lightly,
that's...
and I'm not dragging anyone else along.
I understand that, but that's a bit harsh. You don't know if he's...
You don't
Evil
know his
Darius,
or
we
ulterior
saw
he's-
him
motives.
hang people up and rip off body
We
parts.
didn't. I did
We
not see him
didn't.
do anything.
And that's
we,
the problem.
and
We
we
haven't
already
got
know
any
which
incriminating
god he
evidence.
follows, and
Okay, well, this could all be solved as well by just... Let's go talk to him. Tell him to stop following us, and if he continues to follow us, then we may have to take action against him. Right? I mean, I can't be the only one here who thinks that we shouldn't just be going around assuming someone's trying to kill us and murder them instead.
Okay. How far
No.
away is he right now from us? Has he got a full...
Around the same
si-
distance, about a mile.
Okay. How about we kind of take both plans, where it's like, we go to talk to him, say a few of us split up a little bit, hide behind some of these forests and stuff, and if they try anything, a lot of us will have the jump on him, surprise. He tries anything funny, we blow his brains out.
The problem is that he knows exactly how many we are, and he knows where we are because he's following us. We can't really like go around and stalk and
He
hide.
can't follow multiple of us at the same time.
No, but it doesn't matter. There's no talking if we do this. He knows he's being surrounded. He will fight. So there's no talking if we go in with that kind of... I mean, if you were... Imagine if you were him, if you were following a party of 6 and all of a sudden they are approaching you and are like walking around you and trying to flank you. You wouldn't be so keen on having a conversation then, right?
I mean, but then again, he should also know that this party isn't very keen on them being followed for days and days.
Apparently we are. We haven't
Are-
really
yes,
talked to him
yeah.
about it.
I feel like the impression we've given is that we don't really care if he's following us because we haven't done anything about it.
No, and I didn't feel like doing anything about it until now when we actually got off the path to Singorn. Because if we would have continued and he would just have like trailed off in Singorn, sure. But now he isn't. So now I'm worried. That's why I'm taking the conversation now and not earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
At least let's bring it up first. If we don't have to fight, then that'd be the best route, I would say.
Well, I can go talk to him. Who follows?
Oh, I'll be following you with your
I'd
little
imagine we all would.
saying about wanting to kill him right off. I'd actually want to keep an eye on you at the moment.
Okay, so I am not you. So you can take a chill pill. It's okay. I won't go up and just stab him.
Well, you did
I
offer
don't-
to just kill him
You
straight
did
off.
just immediately say that you're going to kill him.
No,
Her worries are
we're having a
completely valid,
conversation.
and
Sure.
she's trying to protect her entire village from a psychopathic religious maniac.
And
I
And I
understand.
think it's fair to be quite worried.
and look at this, guys. I'm having a conversation before I'm taking any rash decisions.
All right, don't fucking come at me when I'm trying to defend your actions here.
I get up on Aidid and I
Darius
start
just hops off the
slowly.
cart and just starts walking back
Yeah,
towards.
You don't shoot the contractor trying to build a bridge.
I'm just like there with Darius, just shaking my head. It's like, it's gonna be a long fucking day today.
Darius just shakes his head and just keeps walking, just doesn't say anything.
It's meant with a like a what do you call it? Oh, in Rosewatch we say that you have like some like with the glisten in your eyes, kind of like it's you say it with love.
Rose tinted.
Yeah, no, like I'm just being I'm just joking with you guys. Let's go.
So you're going back
I'm
towards
just joking
him.
about wanting to kill him
Yeah.
if we get towards my family, but
Those Rose Watch people, they're so kooky.
I was only joking with you. I was only joking about you with the me saying that I was better than you guys. I'm dead serious about killing him though. Let's go.
I now looked to Adric with sheer concern in my eyes. Like,
He returns to look.
Darius is just still walking. He ignored all of that.
Right, okay, make me a perception check. Someone.
Yes.
yeah.
Come on.
I'll
Hawkeye.
help.
Let's go, Hawkeye.
Watch it be 2 double nat ones now.
Nah.
Disgusting.
But
Again, that's 4 crits on that.
I'd like to point out even a natural 1 with her bless still is a 10 or above.
Ay,
Yep.
sheesh.
Okay, so you start heading towards him. You notice as like he's sort of doing something, notices you guys are walking towards him, and then starts to walk back.
Hey,
He's a mile away. You'd really, really have to fucking scream.
Hensworth.
You scream at him. Okay.
Sure.
You see he turns his head and starts to speed up a little.
I set up in a gallop, I guess.
Alright.
Is he in a cart?
He's walking.
Oh.
Except on the
Diplomacy's
gap.
going very well
Okay.
right now.
You see he starts to run and he sort of dives left.
I'm on a horse.
Yeah.
Shit.
I wanna like ride up and like corner him, kind of like, or get on his
She
opposite
does
side.
horse drifting.
So Ada
Deja
is.
vu, I've
Let's
been
have a look.
played before.
Oh, that would have been great. That's her theme song went on Adir.
Which song?
Deja vu.
I don't know what that is.
It's initial
Oh,
D.
here we go. I got you.
Oh god.
Yep.
It's Eurobeat.
That- Yes, Eurobeat as hell.
Eurobeat. Oh
Yeah.
god. I will hate it, I say that already.
It's either that or
Too
like
bad.
gas.
I wanna step on the gas tonight.
I don't know what that is either.
It's a
Man.
meme.
Yes. Some memes I'm not
Here you go.
familiar with.
Be familiar with your memes, all the
There you go.
memes.
There you go.
Oh, that was blaring out in the headphones then.
Yep.
Okay.
This is awful.
That like so you mean memes?
The thing is, like, I've never been a part of the like anime manga culture at all. So all of that, like all those memes, have just like passed me by, and I have no interest, unfortunately, in.
Funny that, I think it's an arcade game, so
Yep.
Yes.
I used to play a long time ago.
just play that
Okay.
and the fucking not the Need for Speed one, the Fast and Furious one.
Yeah.
So you watch as he dives up, and then he comes out on a horse. However, this horse seems to be very cheap, and you are slowly gaining on him.
Here's where I stop.
So you're doing 80 feet per second, I think. No,
Yes.
you're doing 120 feet per second. He's doing per minute. No,
No.
every
60.
round. Yeah,
Mhm.
Jeez.
and he's doing 80 feet. So
I
you're
was like,
you're
80
gaining
feet
at
per second.
you're gaining at 40 feet every 6 seconds.
And you're still in the wrong units. I have no idea how fast that is.
It's fast.
What I'm saying is you're gaining 40
Yeah.
feet.
He's
Per...
stepping on the gas.
I'm doing it via the mechanics, not. So let me just figure this out.
Meanwhile, I think we all just like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's where we get
How am I
slight
supposed to
shock.
go over there?
So much for a talk as we're all like dashing.
It is gonna take a while to catch up to him. He's
I'll cast a fucking spell on him then.
It's gonna take a while before you can do that. Basically, so a mile is like 5,000 feet. You're a bit closer now since he had that time. You're still like 4,000 feet away from him. You're gaining 40. It's gonna take
Sure.
probably an hour to catch up to him,
Yeah.
if not longer.
If
Yeah.
he
There's
keeps
no way
going.
we could keep up with you.
This is where the game mechanics is just
Yeah.
fucked.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why he was keeping so far away in an attempt to
Yeah.
escape.
So
Sure.
you just, as you're running, you just hear, Elon, come back.
Come back.
And
I
you're
can't let
chasing
him
him for the
go.
full hour.
I can't let him go.
Oh god.
So you guys watch as Helion just flies away.
His horse has to be fat and get tired quickly.
It does start to get tired, and you are still catching up. And after an hour's, well, yeah, about an hour, he sees you behind him. He reels up the horse and turns around to face you.
Is it time to give up now?
I wonder if he was just trying to lead her specifically away.
He
We're
sighs.
coming.
I suppose I probably should have got a better horse.
Yeah, that was a bad choice of you, especially if you chose to like do this so you tried to be thorough, but you just kind of failed.
I suppose I did.
So why are you following us?
No reason at all. I just wondered where my friends were going.
That's a lie. Tell me the truth.
How do you know I'm lying?
Because I'm not stupid, Hinsworth.
I am on my way south. If I told you where I was going, you may not have trusted me.
Take another path. Don't follow us.
Okay. If that is all,
It's either that or I kill you. That's the two choices.
all right. You've got me.
Yeah.
He just is sat on his horse looking at you.
So go. I'll follow you. We'll switch up now.
Okay. He starts to trot south.
I follow.
Okay.
So where are you going?
Just to the home of the hobgoblins.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Easy mercenary work.
Do you have friends there?
No,
Do you know people? I know.
Not really.
I have a friend who really hate goblins.
really.
Yes,
Seems kind of racist.
I know. I've said so too.
See, not so different, you and I.
I don't know if a dwarf would really.
There's just internal screaming from Kian.
Yes.
His ears perk up. Someone said goblins.
Meanwhile,
Where are you headed?
Over there.
Not where you're going.
Why so secretive?
Why not?
so serious?
I didn't follow you all the way here just to have a casual conversation. I think you know that.
Yes, well, I didn't know why you were chasing me.
Because I don't want to be followed.
Who's to say I was following?
What else were you doing in the forest following us?
I was headed south.
That's not true. That's not the reason why you were in the forest. Why didn't you follow the road to Singard? You said you were going to Singard.
Like I said, if I told you where I was going, you would probably attack me.
Why? Because you're going to the hobgoblins.
Yes.
Why would I attack you for that?
Well, working for that lot is often frowned upon. And you are of faith.
Sure. I still haven't killed you, even though you hang up all those people by their guts.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you still lying? I know what god you worship.
Think of it as a partnership.
No. No. That's not how it works. I'm a cleric too, you know. It's a servitude.
My lord is less demanding than your tyrannical type.
I think we shouldn't get into this ideological conversation.
Well, if my presence disturbs you, feel free to go ahead.
No, I'm behind you. You go. Continue. I'll follow you. I make sure that it stays on kind of the same road that where we came from.
You can see him
until we meet up with these dudes.
Okay, yeah, so about half an hour passes. You see Keenan in the wagons heading back towards you. First of all, you see Hinsworth. And you see Heaton behind him. He just puts his hand out and waves to you guys.
I do like this behind him.
Darius just leans over and starts panting.
Yeah, we're both just breathing.
Out of shape.
See, I don't know what you guys are all worried about. She's fine.
Well, I got my exercise in for the day.
Yep. Me too. Bleh. Kills him.
Oh.
Yeah, Darius dies.
I pick him up. No.
Reaches 6 levels of exhaustion and dies.
Yeah.
So, considering you're not dead, how did it go?
So Hinsworth here is going to the hobgoblins in the south to pick up some work.
That sounds completely normal and fine.
How much of that
No, it
do you
doesn't.
believe?
He goes, what a bunch of progressives you all are.
Doesn't sound fine at all. Why are you working for hobgoblins?
See, this is the issue I knew I'd have.
I'm
Kid,
just curious as to why.
I thought of all people you'd be happy. It involves goblins and murdering.
Is it working
No,
with
he's
them,
going to
not
go work
against them?
for them.
They are easier to acquire pay from.
Yeah, because they usually have you do a lot more bloody work.
I'm good at bloody work.
Oh. I think we just
Think of all the
Might have
hobgoblin children I'll be saving.
I think we more or less might have just gotten off on the wrong foot with you. You're looking for work. I don't see any problem with that.
Not at all. And it's just being a sellsword.
Okay.
You people are insane.
Out of curiosity, though, where exactly are you going?
I told you, south to the hobgoblins.
Do we know where that is, any of us?
Located where?
I think you've heard of it, Darius. It is Isidore Ha, where the or at least in
Where
that southern area.
I was, yeah.
Near there is the begins with T.
Cesarm? Psalm?
Yeah, there's that as well.
T-Z-A-R-R-M.
But there's the close to that is the small cult of the Boran followers, and the name is somewhere.
Trebor?
No.
Trubar?
Trubar, that's it. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I had it written down. I was looking for it.
I was also looking for it on one of my various sheets.
So Trubar is where he's headed?
No, that's you
It's
just
near there.
You just know roughly where that is because of it.
Oh, okay. So in kind of the general's area, or, able to locate it from there.
Yeah.
From what I read. Yeah. Okay.
Well, from what Galoon told you, and also from what you read, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So, and how far would that be from Trueball?
That entire
Roughly.
south region is just full of hobgoblin sort of settlements. So, but you know that it's within. It's close to the Ezor Dam, huh?
Okay. So much farther south.
Much farther south. Yeah.
Much farther. Yeah.
Several weeks.
Darius just rubbing his chin. Oh, so you're looking for the southernmost part of the region, aren't you?
Well, I'm mostly looking for work if you're willing to indulge in my services. I'm quite the fighter.
Just curious. One sellsword to another. How much would you normally charge? We'll say your
It depends.
duty.
If the job allows for looting, then my rates are rather reasonable. But for a simple merchant heading from A to B, in general around 20 gold per trip.
Don't know if that's the normal rate.
If his skills are as good as he says he is, it's pretty average, yeah. But if he's like some sort of disposable merc, then no.
Normally rate for quite some high caliber, really.
Like I said, I can fight. He looks back to you when he says that, Heaton.
Well, to be honest, I don't know if we really need a fighter at this moment. We've got some business we need to take care of. That doesn't exactly require fighting as far as I know.
Where are you headed?
Somewhere.
He just nods.
We just see the nod from Ethan from that side.
Nevertheless, I think you're looking for somewhere quite far south, so you've got plenty of time. So, you probably shouldn't lose this daylight. You should probably get going. You've got a long road ahead of you.
I suppose you're right.
Yes. Unfortunately, we can't do for your services at the moment, so maybe we'll meet again another day.
Might need them in the future.
I hope you do. He kicks his stirrups into the horse and starts to trot off.
Darius waits a good couple of minutes before looking back to Healan. Better?
No. Yes. I don't know.
If it puts your mind at ease, where he's looking for is quite a ways away.
I know. But no, it's okay. Sanity is with me. I can do this. It's okay. I just wanna kill him so badly.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna put up quite a bit of a fight.
I know, but I won't.
Darius just walks over to Healan and puts a hand on her shoulder. Look, I think what you should be worrying more about at the moment is getting to see your family. So let's get back on track and let's go.
Okay.
Get on the wagon. Just keeps an eye out.
Okay. Maybe a perception check.
Oh boy.
As I lost roll 20 on my sheet, hooray! There we are. So, what are you doing to that me character sheet? Come on. That is... That is a whopping 11.
Oh. He's a dwarf in heavy armor. He's probably not that good at sneaking.
I would like
That's
to try to
bollocks
keep
and
an
we all
eye
know
out
it.
for him because I'm so antsy about all of this.
He's a
Sure.
sneak dwarf.
Should I roll?
If you want to.
To see if we get another 30 again.
I sure hope
Nope.
not.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, yeah, you can see him. He's riding right into the sunset.
12. I'm distracted.
Why are my eyes night vision?
12. Yeah, looking around,
I'm blind.
you can see him heading off south. Like, it doesn't appear to he's altered course.
Does it look like he's going in a quicker speed, or
No, he's just going
a
at a canter. But you sort of understand that because Adia is still panting quite heavily.
Okay.
He was on and off galloping for a full fucking hour, yeah.
I give him some carrots and pat him. He's a nice horse. Oh, I haven't rolled for his HP.
Oh, yes.
Where is he even? I can't see him.
And the companions...
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Uh, 1d10. Hey.
Not bad. Okay. So you guys are heading onwards, or are you waiting, or you doing?
I figured we would wait at
Someone
least
to
until
you
he's
and
at a.
everything.
Yeah, I guess we can wait until he's out of view and then try to track him, kind of. I'd probably do that.
So you want to sort of follow him, and then...
Yeah, like track him and keep track of him. Like
Okay.
just see trail and stuff.
Sure, make me a survival check.
Just to make sure he didn't dip off and,
17.
Yeah, quite easy to follow. There are hoof prints. It seems he's a pretty heavy dwarf, and it's causing some... How long are you going to be following him for?
So how long have we been on the road?
So you're starting to follow... So you're you're off road now. You can follow him basically as long as you like. Like, he seems to be...
I mean, until we set up camp, I guess.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. So you're basically within 2 days' travel of Rosewatch now, so it's quite dangerous territory.
Why do you say that?
Because he's quite close to Rosewatch, and you're
Why are
obviously
you
very
saying that?
defensive about it. I'm just saying, it's close to home. If anything bad were to happen, you could bring it home. It'd be awful.
Purry really wants you to kill him.
So, Purry, out of
Fight
curiosity,
him. He's probably like a level 14 cleric or something.
out of curiosity, did he continue along the path to Singon, or is he along another off-beaten path?
You
from where
guys
we
came
were?
off of the road from Singon.
Yes.
And then he went past you, so like he hasn't followed the road to Singon
Okay.
since you guys came off it.
Does it seem like he
Okay.
know the path that I know? Since this is my
He's not doing a beeline towards. It's basically just heading southwards.
Okay.
Just general south. It doesn't look like he's following a specific path he's taken
No.
or knows of.
Okay.
This isn't a very well travelled path that he's going along. In fact, it's not a path at all. He's just making his way through the brush and forest.
Got it. Okay.
And you guys set up camp?
Mm.
Okay. Roll me 4 checkaroonies.
And I will help somebody
31.
who
And-
needs it. No.
Mere
Uh,
Zelda.
Yeah.
15.
I'll help Kian.
Alright. Appreciated.
Okay.
Adric.
Fucking 31, nice.
Nice.
Okay, so nothing interesting for you, Heelin. Your watchful eye, you watch as the more genteel life of the forest fly, crawl, and skitter around. Zeldor, again for you, it's a pretty boring watch, just left to your own thoughts, which are somewhat torturous in this current state. Kian, you, on your watch, you get a special feeling in your boots,
Oh no.
and as you take them off, your feet have finally returned back to normal.
Congratulations.
They're doing worse. They're gonna blow off.
I'll stitch up my boots for any rips that happened.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You also start to hear a rumbling.
Oh. What kind of rumbling?
Sounds like a mass of hoof fall, like lots of horses.
From which direction?
They are headed from the sort of northwest.
North on the map is just up, right?
Yep, north is up.
Oh. Do I know of any of, like, cities or towns nearby where we are? Other than Singorn and in that direction more?
Within this forest? No.
Okay. I'll wake up, Adric and Heelin and just tell them that there's a bunch of horses coming.
I get up.
I get up as well.
So you guys get up. They're not necessarily trying to hide. You can see a bunch of men on horseback, rushing towards, sort of, not directly at you, but in an area close towards you. Like they're definitely going to pass you. And as they start to get close, you can see in front of them is this essentially group of deer. It's like a large group of them, which is quite uncommon for, usually when that sort of thing happens, they'll split and head in different ways, but it seems like they're almost herding these deer. And as they get even closer, you can see that it's not man on horseback, but man and horse. You can see a group of
Centaurs.
yes. So they look fairly young, not childlike, but they look, if they were human, to be within their from 18 to 20 roughly.
I'll
and it looks
immediately
like
go and shake Darius awake so that he can see the centaurs.
okay.
Do I know if these are native here? Since we're close to home?
Yeah, sure. The Verdant Expanse is a fairly like magical place, at least ever since Rosewatch has existed. So this forest quite often has mythical creatures in it. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh wait, Darius is already awake. He was on watch with me.
it's not a super common occurrence, no, but it's not like it's never happened before.
Okay.
And yeah, you can just see them currently. They're going after these deer, and it looks like they're hunting them.
Cool. Oh, I'll wave at them as they go by.
so one of them sneers at you, and then rockets past. Like not super close, but close enough for you to be like, whoa. Seems like they're not too friendly to your type around here.
Wow.
I see how it is. Lose my furbolg feet and everyone hates me.
They brought charm to you.
Yeah, and then you see them then barrel off into the distance. Occasionally one stopping to pick up a carcass that they have procured. And that's that.
Cool.
Neat.
And you all go back to bed. And then Adric, on your watch,
Yes.
nothing particular happens.
Can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But
You
I
wake up
enjoy-
dead.
Oh, that's not that great. I enjoy the peace and quiet.
You missed the centaurs.
Yeah, Darius, you were on watch with me, so you would have seen it, but a herd of centaurs went by, and they were hunting deer.
That's cool.
So you guys can travel, and this
Pretty
will.
update.
So for the first day, give me a one perception check.
Sure.
We're so close.
Hopping.
Feel like we've been traveling to Rosewatch for longer than
28.
we've been doing
Yeah.
anything else.
It's been about
Yes.
it's been about
been-
6 episodes, I'd say.
Yeah.
6.
It's
If
been a long
you
time.
remove the Halloween one,
See,
well,
we
Halloween
just
2.
We just got to go to 2 more capitals, and then we can unlock fast travel. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well,
Progress a little farther.
if you remember, you have to head to Singorn, and then you have to head all the way back to Zephyra.
Did anyone save their skill points to fast travel?
Well, do you say we're like one night away? Or
So now, yeah. So this is your final. So let me with a 28. Yeah, it's a fairly basic day. You get to the river that splits Singorn from Rosewatch.
Okay.
And
And where's the evil cleric boy? Did we lose him?
yeah.
oh,
tracks.
are you going to continue following them?
No, like I wanna keep an eye on if I can see him and
Are you
where
getting-
his tracks.
Shh. Yeah, sure. Make me a perception check. So when you left the 18. So when you left obviously you're following him initially, and then you head off towards Rosewatch. It still looked like he was heading straight south, and looking around now, you do not see Hinsworth.
Okay. So we're setting up camp.
I would just do the same as like it's a 2 days travel, so you'll be heading towards Rosewatch now.
Okay, I stop.
Okay.
So when we get there, it might be a bit awkward. Because
How so?
I don't know how much backstory to give you guys. But I left on some different terms, you could say. They believe that I am that I'm blessed and chosen by Senrir. Like for real, not just cleric, but like touched and everything.
Okay.
So they were kind of grooming me to like take over one day, and I had a vision, you could say, that Asandri told me that I should leave and gain some experience, and then come back. There might be some either they care or maybe they don't. It could be a big thing that I'm coming back. I don't know.
Should you put on your priest robes?
Probably.
Should you like
Okay,
maybe?
I'll pull those out of the bag and hand them over.
Thank you. I have some family too, and the village is it's a matriarch. You know, my mom is the head of the house, and so I have siblings, and half siblings and stuff. So there's a lot of people, so you guys know, and they might think that I am like the best thing that have happened for a while, or they might not care. I don't know, but just roll with it, okay?
How careful do we have to be with our words?
It depends. If you can say nice stuff, it would be nice. I probably will have to pay you for it, I guess, because you don't think I'm nice, but...
No, I'm just more thinking if I let something slip out.
friendship.
Well, I wouldn't mind the gold, but I'm saying I say, as you do, because it's me, something slips out my tongue, will I be chased out of the entire Rose Watch with pitchforks?
I would say, if you say the thing that I gave you the globe with and that you felt the warmth of a senator, we're good. We will be very
we're good.
We're good.
Yeah, me and Asandria, super tight.
Then it will be good. No, you don't have to be super careful, but as I said before, I don't like the word cult, but it is a cult, and people are a bit culty.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch that subject, but it really did sound like a cult when you were diving into it.
It is. So people will be a bit culty, and there will be youth that take care of a tree because they have to for some years. And if their tree dies, they're kicked out and stuff. We need to go now. Can we please go?
I really don't want to go here the more you talk about it.
Let's just go.
It'll probably be better when we get there. Rather
Maybe
than
everyone
what you're
is
saying.
dead because things are falling apart, you know?
I'll just keep my mouth shut.
What if... Yeah, I think I just might do that.
I will just contain myself as much as I can.
I might
If-
find
if
out of the
anyone-
cart, honestly.
If anyone asks you about reincarnation, you can say someday, but not now, okay?
Okay.
Now, why do you say that?
No reason.
But
I feel as though there's a lot of reason behind that.
But I like being a tabaxi.
Yeah. Good. So that's something you can say, yes. So a senator is all about like love and forgiveness and reincarnation, and if you have sins, you can atone, but in the next body. Like this body is not worthy anymore, but you can atone in
But I
the
like
next
this
life.
body.
Sure. So don't say
So-
you're a sinner. Keep away from sins.
Out
This
of
is my body.
So,
Yes.
out of curiosity, Heelan, does anyone in your town use magic?
I mean, there are other clerics. Yes, there are some
Okay.
druids sometimes.
And they are all believers that they've obtained their powers from Ascendere.
Not like I did. You could say.
They attribute some of that to...
Yes.
Okay.
Would you say there are paladins around there that could get very aggressive if I say Asandria is a big doo-doo head?
No.
Now, why would you say that, man?
Drinks can influence a man.
Sure. I would stay away from that, but no, there's not like people walking around with swords and stuff. I got basic training. That's it. Like before I left.
I heard Divine Smite hits like a bitch, so...
Yes, we don't do that really. Not when I left at least, and if they do now, that was quick.
Okay.
But no, yes, it is a cult, and I just had to get the fuck out, guys. I had to.
Well,
Now
all
we're
be
back.
on our best
Shoot.
behavior.
Yes.
Looks to everyone is like, that's not lasting. Looking to myself, oh, it's not lasting.
What's the plan then? We just head back? We chill out for a while? What's going on?
So we need to go back. First of all, just see it if everyone is okay. Something is telling me I need to go back I can't say what, but something tells me I need to go. And I've been talked to enough to know that there might be some truth in that.
Okay.
So we'll
That's
see.
a good place.
We'll see, but keep an open mind. I mean, we could come there, as I said. We could come there and everyone is dead. I don't know. I haven't been in contact with anyone.
Okay.
Right.
We'll just assess what's going on first before we make any moves.
Yes. Oh, we lived in a super big tree, so that's kind of cool.
Neat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, but maybe I'll be a little excited then.
So you start to head off, and you pass the river, which takes a bit of time, but it becomes roughly sort of 2-ish p.m.
I make sure to set my armor to a nice glow,
Mhm.
but still humble.
Okay. So you
I'm
tone
very
it
concerned.
down, yeah.
It takes a while to me to find and I like.
Yeah.
Is this enough? Does this look good? Does it look too much?
Just check if there any hair is sticking up. Do not.
Yep. Helen's obviously nervous.
Does my breath stink?
So ahead of you, you see the most interesting and intricate tree that has ever graced this earth. It doesn't grow up to the sky, but where its roots and base end, there is a significant height to it, almost like a natural wall. However, there's no tree that continues upwards. There's no like leaves or anything like that. It's just essentially like a hollow, kind of like a hollowed out tree. The wood itself is a dark varnished oak that you would say is manufactured if it wasn't for the natural way the sort of top bows and weaves without a man-made flaw. The wood is curved and curved naturally and has lines of age and general definition flowing down inches within each of each other, proving that this is a product of nature or divinity, not any mortal creature. Healing leads you around the large complex, taking easily 30 minutes, just demonstrating the scale of this creation. As you round the corner towards these basic gates, large stone doors, you can see the wood is neatly fitted to a thick stone wall that edges along the inside. You can see that it is attached to the tree itself. It's almost like built within the tree. This stone wall, and it looks to be a good couple feet thick. With no clear weaknesses, only visible for 5 feet before it enters into the tree itself. You can see by this wall is a large wooden door supported by the same stone material, keeping it atop. And you can see an elven male who turns to you with this very cautious look. He's not wearing armor; he's just wearing basic priestly gowns. However, he does look like he could potentially dish out a fist or two. And as he turns to you with you, his eyes then flick to you, Healin, and he instantly falls to one knee. His hands ball into a fist, but not to strike. He brings his arm up to his head, resting his forehead on his forearm. The first pointing away from you and him, and you hear him stumble. "Blessed," he whispers, almost choked out. And as he sort of lifts his head a little bit, you can see a drop of water fall from behind his arm.
Well, that was quick.
Senator be with you.
And you, blessed.
How fares the village?
All is well.
Good.
Open the gate. You hear him sort of shout out, and these wooden the gates start to open, and you see a few people sort of peek around. They've never heard the guard sounding distressed isn't a good idea, or isn't a good sign.
Yep.
And as soon as they see you, they instantly again fall to their knees, and you hear this cacophony of blessed start to ring out.
I look back to the others and I just like whispers, This is why I had to leave.
Yeah, I
It'll be
think
sitting
that
there trying not to laugh.
I'm like there just holding it, trying not to snicker.
As you all start to lead in, you see the guy that was there. He puts out his hand and pushes you back, Zeldor. Like there's this very aggressive push on your chest.
Whoa.
And Helion, as you look back at him, you think, "Shit, how could I forget?" And remember that tails in general are a sign of evil.
All right. I sit off there, and I walk up to the man. Do I know his name?
Yeah, sure. You know this man because he shares the name with one of your eldest brothers, Elmer.
I put my hands on him, and I look towards him and I say, Elmer, this man, he has felt the touch of a Senrir. He is welcome here.
See, his face is torn a bit as he looks towards Zelda's flank.
Give them a nice little reassuring smile, like just like, hello.
Well, you could always
As you
just
say, blessed.
We are not cutting off the tail.
As you say, blessed, and Zelda, your chest really fucking hurts. Like that was a very aggressive, like that's monk level of like
Ooh.
shove.
That stunning blow. It's like, whew.
I look towards Elmer. I'm sorry, I forgot.
I didn't realize that your people had a thing against tabaxis.
We're cultists!
How could you hate something so fluffy? I'm disappointed in you.
I don't.
I'm just gonna like cut 2 eye holes in a sack and put it over Silver's head and be like, "Is this good? Is this
It's not so much it's just the tail portion of it.
Yeah,
Really.
if you could
But
call
we
the
don't
tail-
know that.
No, that's what I'm saying to Helion.
Is there
Yeah,
this,
I know.
Is it the fur? What is it wrong
No,
with
it's the
me?
tail.
Helen?
It's the tail.
But that's the best part of me.
Can you try to hide it?
No.
Okay. Well, then this is what you're going to have to live with. I will protect. Oh wait, I take out one of my holy symbols and I put it on you.
I don't know if I should thank you or I should be offended right now.
Wear it open.
So, as
Going
you guys
be a
start to
very long
enter,
evening.
you hear as these people are like saying blessed, you see more people are coming over to see what's going on. Why are these people kneeling? And then they see healing, and then they get involved and they kneel down as well.
So, how many people in this town are this kind of type?
Everyone.
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 It's just a bit intense.
How
As
can we use this to our advantage?
as you are entering, you're entering towards the sort of left side. As you're entering, or the western side, should I say, is this large array of essentially housing. Everything's pretty similar. It doesn't seem like there's any major differences. There's a few bigger houses, but it seems that most places here, are created equal. They're pretty big houses, however. They seem to be able to. You'd estimate house around 11 people.
Jeez.
Yeah, it seems like families are pretty big around here. And you can see children. The children are sort of running around, and you see parents grab like the hand, and they'll whisper to the child, and you see the child's eyes suddenly go wide as they look up at you, healing. And you guys you're heading towards the road into here, and immediately to your right or to the east is this large clean river. And as you follow the river up, it then heads upwards up a waterfall, and at the very top of the waterfall, you can see that there is this bright, sparkling golden orb that flows down. The water is a crystal blue and flows down the tree through a groove and out the front for the trunk. Elin, you would know about this. This is just called the spark. Seemingly always believed that Azamir put it here to provide for you. And then just in front, that almost seemingly to hang just by itself is a large floral clock that is now working. It's no longer stuck at the same time.
Nice.
And then further on the other side of this river to the east, you can see there is a large portion of this. There's about 2/3 is about animal husbandry, and the other third seems to be a culture of farming. And you would know that the eastern side is basically for production of food, and the western side is for housing. And sort of there is a section in the northwest where the temple district is. Which is quite a big district in itself. And you guys are still coming in. You see the markets the marketplaces are weird here. It doesn't seem like there's no stalls. There's just open tables with food on it, and open tables with silks on it. It doesn't seem like there's any traditional commerce. There are a few people that don't bow to you, and Healing, you know these to be trusted sort of either traders or trusted merchants, trusted, anything really, anyone that could be trusted. Yep. But there's not a lot of them, and they see everyone kneeling, and they're like half curtsying, not sure whether or not they should be getting in on this. Not even sure who you are.
Do I recognize anyone around me? Is it like any of my siblings' children, or any? Do I see an elder or anything? Or
currently around this entranceway, you don't see anyone. But if you want to head into the housing district, you certainly could.
Yeah, sure. Or up to the temple district, maybe.
Okay.
I kind of start walking and see what happens.
You're starting to walk, just
up towards, yeah.
Yeah, people just start to get out of your way and kneel. Some people start to stand up as you walk past. No one seems to know what they're supposed to do here. They're just trying to honor you as best they can.
Yeah, I nod and.
Zelda, you get a few sneers. A few scoffs. It seems people aren't happy with you wearing the symbol either. There's a few like.
I think we made it worse. Like.
You're with me. If you weren't with me, they probably would kill you.
Oh, reassuring.
An eye on him overnight.
I think it's best if I maybe sleep outside tonight.
You start heading north towards the temple district, and dotted around are altars and temples of different designs, all flowery in nature and bathed in light, an unnatural light that seems to just appear or emanate. Is that a word? Emanate from above?
Emanate.
That's the word. Emanate from just above them. And as you also head further into the temple district, there are small contained trees, each with 3 letters engraved fairly largely on each, and you would know these to be essentially graves, grave markers. Whenever someone's placed in the ground here that's a true believer, there's a small tree that or at least a root appears, like a sapling, and just remains there. And then the letters are man etched on. It's not natural. And you start to get headed. You see sort of the crowd sort of gather behind you. It seems like they're not allowing you to head anywhere else other than the temple district.
Okay. By
accident, but yeah, they're pushing you up towards. And you see coming from the main temple, which is the largest of them all, also the furthest back. It's it is attached to the tree. Originally it was a small temple, but where worship has grown so large due to just general population, half of it is made out of the tree, and the other half is made out of this white marble. And you can see coming out the front of that is who you remember to be the head of the church is Lightbearer Marshall. And she is a human female, getting up there in age now. She's around 60, 70, you know. And she looks out to you and she extends her hands. And as you start to sort of step forth, you see the crowd starts to form around the rest of your party and pull them away a little bit. It looks like they're separating you.
Okay.
Look of concern as they try to separate us.
Mm-hmm. They don't seem to hurt you. They in fact, some of the more naive, younger ones start to stroke at your fur. And then the parents come over and they sort of like hit their hands like, don't. It's got a tail, and they're like, oh, then they look scared, and then they immediately start praying, worried that they've done something wrong.
Just to be a bit of an asshole, I'm gonna swish my tail around a little bit, like
Okay.
just like that, saying.
You
Like,
hear a gasp from the crowd.
Zeldor's trying to get us killed.
But yeah, you're pulled into the serene marketplace of luxury silks, clothes, and fragrances. And people start to offer you fruit, food, all of you. However, Helan, you are led forth towards the further into the temporal district, which, to be fair to the rest of you, is quite hard to differentiate from the rest of these buildings, as they are all very similarly themed.
Oh crap, we're lost.
Helan, though, you are led northward into the Grand Temple, which is what the official main temple is called. It's another tree root that is hollow but grows up, and again is attached to then the marble area, and then 2 large stone doors that are swung open. You can see within the floor is manufactured logs, but the rest seems to be natural bark. And you've been here before. This is the main temple. This is where you were taken when you had your vision. The main room is so to say is a round room with an altar in the middle, made of the same marble, but flowers are etched into it all around, and it has a flat surface where candles are lit along with flowers, and even what appears to look like the skull of a cat. However, now you see there's a compartment that wasn't here last time you visited. On the left side of the round room, there's an open section of the wall that leads down. The stairs that lead down are made from the same tree. And you see Marshall looks to you and she goes, "Oh, you're back."
I am. Right there.
Please, just call me Marshall.
Of course. Marshall. Yes, we are back. I was told by a senator to head back to see how you fared, and
Does that mean you have gained the necessary experience?
not yet. There's
Just came in from the weekly report.
yeah, I'm here with bad tidings.
Then you know.
Maybe. I know of some things, but maybe you have information that I
Please
need.
come. And she starts to take you down the stairs.
Sure.
And she takes you beneath the tree, where in the middle is this weird, a small crystal is supported by twining vines and a bark held out in the open. The crystal's only the size of your palm, with a dark black base and a golden radiant top. However, it's more like a third of this crystal is black. She goes, you know of the core. It wasn't always this way.
No? When did it happen?
We have no idea what's going on. It just happened.
Do you know when, specifically?
I suppose it's you're the blessed. Of course I can tell you. It's been here for many years, but we only check on it once a year, and well, that was 3 days ago, and it was already half black.
Okay.
What do we do? It's never done this.
There are evils in the world now. I was there when they appeared. You need to protect the village. You need to keep all of these people in the light of a senator. Do not let them stray.
Wise words? What words, blessed?
Do not let them leave. Keep them safe. I have not been gone for long. in the grand scheme of it all. But I've already seen the many evils in the world that we are set on this plane to fight. And I need all the resources I can to do this. Is there any way you can aid me? Is there anything here that could help us?
We can offer you rest and any supplies you need, of course, you can freely take, but... Well, that's why... I thought... That is why you left, isn't it? You see, she seems very confused.
Okay. How are people? Are they... Well, do they know? Who knows?
Just myself. It's a secret passed on from each light bearer. As the future light bearer, I suppose it's now my time to tell you. When I was a naive girl, I don't know, it didn't seem important, and then I only visited it once a year, and now it's breaking. I think I disappointed her, or them.
No, you didn't. You didn't. This is not our fault. This is not the faith's fault. This is not the teaching's fault.
But if I maybe looked after it more, if I polished it maybe...
You would have seen it earlier, that's it. But you would never have prevented it. It still would have happened. I was there when it happened. I was there when the darkness came into this world. This is not an omen. This is the proof that something has happened. You couldn't prevent it. This is the message to you from a Ascenary that there is need for protection.
So what happens when it's fully coated?
I don't know. I don't. I'm sorry. I really don't. But you couldn't have stopped it.
You can see there's like a genuine expression of fear on her face. She is...
Can I I brought friends, which is a part of why we leave. Even the children, when they leave, a part of it is to find other people who are good. I brought people who are good. And I brought people that have knowledge. And I know that this isn't common. This isn't anything ordinary, and I wouldn't ask if it was. But I have a couple of them who are very good at the arcane and the divine and the magics. Could they look at this with me, and we can see if we can figure out what is going on?
Her face turns to horror. Blessed, you can't. It's...
I'm only asking because I've seen the horrors. I've been up in it. One of the friends I brought, he lost his limb to it. It eats us whole.
Make me a persuasion check.
Ugh. Two.
Ooh.
What a time to roll a nat 1. Jesus. Yep. Okay, she goes. Oh, so her demeanor changes a bit.
I mean, he had a tail, it deserved it.
Healin, I am the one that named you blessed. And until you are light bearer, it is my priority to keep this safe I will not permit any access here, not until I'm dead.
Okay. Let me have a look at it then.
And she
Can I look at
steps
this?
away, yeah. Roll me a Arcana or Religion, I suppose.
19.
Okay. So studying this darkness, it looks like it isn't turning the object black. It is coating it in this black surface. This dark sort of surface is very similar to the things that those dogs were created out of, or those dog-like creatures. It is a semi-precious like glass crystal sort of substance. It's black. So yeah, it looks like the exact same thing that what you've been fighting, and is slowly overtaking this crystal.
Is it like just forming?
Yeah, it basically just looks from the bottom. It just started growing over it.
Okay. Looking at it, do I get the feeling that this is, except for being super creepy, indicating anything? Like, do I feel like Asada's presence is being covered up? Do I feel like this is an omen of something? Do I like trying to feel it to kind of?
So as you're watching it and you're investigating it, you can see it is currently still coaxing it. It's still growing up. This isn't a very slow process. And as it covers it more, you don't feel Azenra's presence exactly fading, but this is clearly something from Azenra on this earth, and there are not a lot of things like that on this earth. And if this was to be, let's say, captured or taken or coated, it would completely diminish its worth in the eyes of Rose, or if in anyone that believes in Azenra, like this is something that tethers Azenra to this earth and is being taken away.
Okay. Was it like covered so you can like polish it away, or is it like?
It's like it's been growing on it, like trying to chip it off, or like, maybe peel it away. It's not coming off. It looks like it's almost like a liquid, but it's not.
Can I from my pouch take one of the flowers?
Okay.
And crush it.
Mm-hmm.
And blow it
onto the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
While giving a prayer to some.
Okay. So you do, and you watch as it coats, and you watch as the onyx starts to crack, and then it vibrates a little bit, and you can see this new coat come from where it's being held. It's coated in these vines and this wood. You can see through these vines this black liquid being pumped up, and then immediately coats and fills in the cracks, and the orb starts to gets covered even quicker.
Oh fuck!
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Well, it was a super good try at least.
Oh yeah.
I thought so as soon as you saying it was cracking. I was like,
yeah, it felt good. Okay. Healing is starting to on the inside panic a bit.
Okay.
Because this is not good.
I'll take a quick 5-minute break there because I need to go to the toilet.
Sure.
crap.
Fuck, guys.
You tried. I wanted to get in there too.
Yeah.
I know. I wanted to take in. Oh, and then I rolled a net one.
I really want me
What
and
a
Darius
time.
to look at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Me too.
The two people that could actually sort this and all that is like the two magic people.
Darn.
I think I'm gonna be sleeping with one eye open tonight.
I
love how you forgot that important detail right at the front door. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
I did.
you're Satan in front of your people.
I mean, we are at a place where if the child gets to take care of a plant, and if the plant dies, they're kicked out. That's where we are. That's the place.
Well, let's see. Here's what an Arcana check would have been from Darius.
Okay.
So maybe
Right.
not a
Okay.
bad idea that I wasn't
Let me
let
give
in.
it a go.
Yeah, that's a bad one from Darius.
Oh, mine was
We
the
rolled the
thing.
same, yeah. Yeah, considering I have a plus 10 to it, yeah, that's a really low.
Still, I would like to have you look at it.
The shits and giggles. What would an arcana do for me? Why? Why? Ah, yes, I know magic for some reason now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, Devin, but your camera is just like not working for me. Can everyone else see him?
It's working for me on there. Like,
No.
it's
There you
completely.
are.
Better?
No,
Okay,
it was just like loading.
It was completely
Oh,
fine
okay.
on my end.
Fuck.
Wade's one was loading up for a little bit, but
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm stressed out.
I am as well.
So really all we can hope is that healing comes back and just gives us like as detailed an
The
explanation
most
as anything.
detailed explanation ever.
I mean, even then I don't think it's going to help unless we can really take a look at it.
What should we do to what do we need to kill?
I can't believe the mercenary's saying this. Not everything can be solved with murder.
That is incorrect. Everything can be solved with murder.
What do we need to banish?
Well, we heard about multiple of those big like smoke creatures popping up, right? Or was it just the one? I thought we heard somewhere that there was another one in
There was
Area
a
Bond.
few, if I remember.
There was
last we heard of
multiple.
it.
I wonder if just them being here is part of that. Like the big ones, I mean.
I
Problem is,
wonder
we
if
have.
there's more of these artifacts to other gods around.
I wonder if there's other stuff being corrupted.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, if there's something for Bahamut, maybe like is that item also being corrupted? Yeah, if there's an item for like, or if the corruption is being spread among in the pantheon, kind of.
Well, here's the thing, though. What worries me about that is that by the time we get to any other one,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
we're super slow.
it's been something like 3 weeks, 4 weeks since we had the event that started all this, and
Why
it's already
did
like
you have to-
halfway.
Why did you have to multi-class?
What?
I mean, teleportation circle is just a level 2 away.
The thing is, like,
Yeah,
Let
Let me
Derek.
check on that.
That
Let me
is-
check on that for you. You know what?
that
No,
is-
give me a second. No,
Yeah,
no.
do that.
that's the thing. It's like we're talking about like stuff like if Bahamut gets infected. I'm thinking of more like what happens if some of the really bad gods get involved into this.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a big risk. there
What if
probably
the
are.
Spider Queen starts deciding to
Yeah, just welcome Lolth to the material plane. Just do it. Bring her in.
Everybody will be tortured to death.
I was gonna say Bahamut's a good isn't he a good
Yeah, he's a
dragon?
good- he's a good
It's
dude.
Tiamat that I'm thinking of as evil.
Yes.
Wild Mother is good. Raven Queen is neutral if I remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everlight.
There's Stormlord. I think he's good.
Fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Moonweaver?
She's
I
neutral,
think
right?
she's fine as well.
I thought she was chaotic or something. I thought she was like trick.
Yeah, but she's like chaotic neutral or something, I think.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good. Sure.
I'm on the wiki right now, so.
Good.
I don't get teleportation circle till level 9. Just as a heads up.
Oh, a couple
It's a
of levels.
it's a 5th level
couple
spell.
of levels. It's only 3 levels away, which is
4.
like a year.
Yeah.
Well, 4 now, but you know what? That's a while.
And here I was like, man.
That is a while.
Man, if I learn more about like Helen's culture and her race and religion and everything, I might want to multi-class into Paladin.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
I feel
what I was thinking
slightly
about.
offended. I was thinking about Paladin. I was like,
Fuck.
I'll just take me and my tail elsewhere to
But
another god.
you are the coolest of all the ones touched by a Xandir, because you're the only one with a tail.
They're just jelly as fuck that I've got a
They
tail
probably
and a
are.
Sanria.
They probably are.
I'm not gonna say that to their faces because I think swishing it was bad enough.
Purry,
Yes.
Do I, as Healing, know about more artifacts like this that might exist for other gods?
You can only assume. This is the first time you've ever learned about this. As far as you're aware, there are no. There could be, being not aware. Azenraya is only supported by mostly the people in Rosewatch. There aren't many.
Yeah.
There aren't many villagers out there that are dedicated to not as fanatically. But there certainly could be some other, like a cult to the Platinum Dragon. I mean, it's a bit depressing, but the most relatable group of people really is the kobolds and their devotion to the Scale Tyrant.
Yeah.
They mercilessly worship her.
That's a fun comparison.
Super fun. I think we just ignore that.
I see it. With what thingy follows the Strife Emperor, isn't that mainly a goblin thing as well? I remember.
It's just a murder god, I think.
No. It's the. You're maybe thinking when I said ogre-like. Basically, it's just a huge bloke covered in black.
Okay, guy. I remember hearing might have been ages ago. Strife Emperor has something. He might, but then again, the wiki could just be saying bullshit. So.
Oh, if it's just goblins, then yeah. I mean,
let's just have a look. Strife Emperor, evil day of war and conquest. It's all in there. Blah 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 blah. Seeking lesser people to break and subjugate warmongering nations, and goblinoid tribes worship him as they conquer the world.
yeah. So it's warmongering and also goblinoids. But
Okay.
that's because goblinoids are so warmongering.
Yeah.
But don't
They're
let
all
Kian hear me
evil,
say that.
vicious monsters.
They're,
And I'm the only one who knows it for some reason.
No, there are good goblins out there, surely.
There was one out there. He's dead now.
Yeah, funny
No,
about
he
that.
wasn't good.
And Kian helped me partake in that murder.
I sure did. I'll do it again.
God damn it.
Poor rat the goblin.
I'd like to say that I'm going to be charged with manslaughter.
Are we starting again? I got deep in thought now.
I was going to say we're still waiting for Wade, so... Now I'm looking at, like, gods now to see if there was one that would pique Zeldor's interest. If you knew about any of them.
Tyr, maybe? Because he's also missing an arm.
Wow. Hey, great minds think alike.
Both bitten off by some form of dog-like creature.
Touche.
Do I know if Marshall is a super high level cleric?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure you do. Yeah, she's whenever you have praise and stuff, she's often throwing out very magical displays. You would equate her to me. Probably you've reached her level actually now.
Okay.
So
Am I the
You can
coolest in
take
this
her.
village now? Like, or is there any more high level
Um,
magicians?
whenever there's been like
Diviners.
Marshall's probably the highest level cleric here, or the highest
Okay.
level magic practicer. Yeah.
Sorry, Tal'Dorei, I can't help your arm.
Oh, boo.
You have to
Do
wait
that.
3 years.
Only 3 years.
Shut up! It won't be that long.
I'll just, just cry in the corner with my arm. With
Well,
having my phantom pain in my fingertips. It's the only one that would actually make sense is be like the Stormlord.
or Cedric, this is a super nice cult.
Yeah! Yeah, it's just apart from everyone looking at me like I'm Satan.
I mean,
you
you're
imagine-
already
Can you
you're already
imagine how
blessed by her.
cool you are? Yeah, you're blessed already.
You could get rid of the stereotypes of tails.
Or they could wake up one morning and I find out my tail is missing and it's being burned in the middle of the town.
That's more
Then they
likely.
would have just cleansed you from the evil.
Yeah, cleansed. Why just stop with the tail? Let's get the
Maybe-
entire of the sinner.
maybe your tail is bad luck. Maybe it's a good thing that they do that.
I've already lost enough things as it is, like an arm. I do not want to lose the one thing I like, which is my tail.
One day you're going to be Indiana Jones sliding through a door. That tail's going to get caught, and you're like, damn, they should have cut it off.
Exactly.
We're all going to be running for a boulder, and then as soon as it's about to hit me, oh, I remember that one time Kian said, oh, Zeldor, you should cut off your tail. So totally not get in the way.
As it gets caught, he gets yanked under.
And as I turn around, as I'm now about to go, you were right! Just that, like, bit from, like, Resident Evil 4, run from the giant boulders.
Where's Wayne?
Wait.
Wait! For a second then, I thought I just wasn't in the main Discord chat. I thought you just PM'd me just to say wait. That's actually a few I could see here. But then again, that's depending if I want to be Paladin or not.
I mean, isn't fighter like the ultimate multi-class base to have?
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
I mean, I was thinking of being pure
feels
fighter.
Feels like a waste to not multi-class fight.
Well, then again, I've been thinking of changing, so...
That's true. Well,
Yeah.
But then again, I've like multi-class with like every class I've played so far. I've had a druid with a homebrew. My paladin at the moment is part sorcerer. Actually, no, my barbarian's pure barb. He hasn't multi-classed into anything.
yeah, I mean, I always multi-class generally, but now I hit 20 with Juniper, so that was pretty cool. Nice reason to not multi-class.
So what did happen in your game in the end when you were like with Chris Hemsworth and all that?
Oh god, it's just fucked up, yeah.
Did you guys kill yourselves in the end?
Are we streaming?
Yeah.
Okay. We were transported into this plane, and then we waited until Christmas, kind of, and then we were teleported back. Wade has to give you the details because I got
All
the
right.
names touched.
Fair enough.
Something like that. We needed to wait for the planes to align or something. And then we got transported back. We got into our regular bodies. That was cool.
So you didn't kill yourselves in the end?
We didn't.
No,
but
no
there was a lot
Romeo
of-
and Juliet.
No, but there was a lot of tension there for a while.
Oh man.
And then we fought an Ulamog diseaseless hunger. And that's why we leveled up to 20, because that's a CR 30.
Yeah.
Did like 8 attacks, did 16
Jesus
damage for
Christ.
each attack. And then he had like a fear effect, and then he had some kind of
Oh my god.
psychic attack and stuff.
Did anyone die?
No.
That's
I
impressive.
was a heal bot though.
Oh, okay.
I was healing and nothing else. High level druid. It's ridiculously many spells. It's like 150 spells and you get to prepare like 30 of them.
If you're that high level of druid, you've got practically everything at that point.
Yes, it is super powerful. And I evened out nicely at 120 hit points, so I thought that was neat.
Fucking hell.
I miss being a druid sometimes. It was a lot of fun.
They're a pretty cool class. It's the last the level 20 is that you can use wild shape an unlimited number of times. But I never wild shape as Juniper, so it's pretty useless.
When I was playing as Zero, I rarely wild shaped. Because it was like, that was not my whole thing. I was a shepherd druid, so...
Yeah, I've just been like pure like magic, pure caster druid. So the wild shape I haven't used it at all.
I was gonna say, mine is more spirit totems and just enhancing everyone around me.
What level is it that you can cast while in your wild shape?
18... No, 14. No. cast while you're in. That's a Circle of the Moon thing,
Mhm.
right? I
Well-
think it's 14. That's the last.
Because surely
Well,
you should
that-
just constantly shape just so you have the extra HP as a blanket, and then you don't have to waste heals on yourself.
Well, and then you get when you're level 20 as well. You get
if you
like
look at it from a very
Archdruid,
meta perspective.
But the
and
art.
you
Yeah.
get the ability to cast spells while you're in that form as well, where you're like 20, I think. So
No, it's 18, something like that. I can't remember. I don't know where my book is.
luckily, I have the wiki open. Let's have a
Did
look.
you leave it when you last went to your game?
It's in the bag. That's a meter away from me, and I just
Fair
don't
enough.
feel like picking it up.
It is
I'll
in
do it.
fact 18. Yes, it is beast spells. Archdruid is the one where you can wild shape unlimited amount of times,
Exactly.
and you ignore verbal, somatic druid spells as well as any material components.
Wait, what? No.
That is level 20 Archdruid. 18 is just the one where you can cast spells and wild shape.
That's not the same in the PHP.
I'm looking right now on here, and its default druid says Archdruid is a level 20 ability you get. Yeah, it says 18 Timeless Body, Beast Spells, 19 ASI, 20 Archdruid.
Yeah, sure, but Archdruid, at 20th level, you can use your wild shape an unlimited number of times.
Yeah.
That's it.
What I'm seeing here, it says you don't need to bother with somatics and verbal or any of that stuff.
Oh, but you mean like casting in the shape? In the shape.
In the shape is 18. Like Archdruid just gives you the ability to like I can just keep spamming my tank form no matter
Yeah,
what,
sure.
and I cannot die, and
Yeah,
you become
sure.
the most powerless class.
Yeah, but sure, but I thought you meant like ignoring the druid spells, like the verbal.
Yeah, it says here.
spells.
It says additionally you can ignore the verbal and somatic components.
That doesn't say in the book.
Well, that's what it's saying here on the wiki. So
Oh,
I
there,
guess.
on the other side.
Yep. You gain this benefit in both your normal shape and your beast shape
I've
form.
only seen half of the bonus. Then I'm cool.
I was so close from being like shepherd, and I was like, Circle of Dreams looked interesting, but then I went shepherd. Shepherd's more fun.
I took just a classic forest. That was my Juniper was my like a one shot thing. I was only going to play her for like a couple of sessions or two.
They've done that really badly because there's even a full stop after. Like, on the other page, it then goes, additionally, you're like, oh,
I know it was. Yeah, you've seen it, right? It's
yeah,
like,
that's
you can use wild
stupid.
shape. That's it. Like okay.
A number of
sure.
times, full stop.
Wow.
Additionally, you can. Yeah.
Wow, the wiki's better than the PHP confirmed after that.
Oh, please don't tell me you're looking at D&D wiki.
It
I
is
look at
like
it
hints.
time to time because I look at just classes and stuff like that. I look at like what sort of paths you can go with abilities. Like I've been looking at that for like Bard recently. My next character's probably going to be a Bard.
In 2 years' time.
In 2 years' time.
Or if you join another campaign. Oh, I miss playing. I really miss playing D&D.
You should join a session. I'm sure Roll20 has a lot of ones going for you.
Just all you have to do is add in an NPC named Merrick, and I would be glad to have him tag along with us.
Nah, I can't I don't do the NPCs. No way.
What one was you as a bar again? Was you law?
Yes, the best bard.
Best bar, where you're just cutting words.
The
and call
very,
people a
the
bitch.
most basic bard there is. Also, the best.
Yeah, it's a really useful bard though. How many times did it say their asses?
Well, to be fair, I don't know. With that will, a lot of it was like, I don't know. He just either rolled shit or rolled well. I can't remember a single time cutting words helped.
It reduced damage.
Oh, that's true. Actually, it did reduce damage.
Yeah, I remember it stopped me from going down once. Remember when like all those mummies kicked the shit out of us? Like I nearly got poisoned.
Oh yeah. Man, I missed that campaign.
Sunday one's been we did do the Sunday one last week because a lot of people couldn't make it because of birthday parties and other stuff. But it's been fun.
Is you know who's still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Ugh. That's the one thing I'm glad that I don't have to put up with anymore.
Where's Wade?
Dead.
Dead.
Probably off making food.
Oh
Probably
man.
off making food. Oh, so Purry, what we were just talking about, I'd like to do that with one of my scrolls.
Okay.
I messaged it to you, but just whenever I can actually start doing that, like next rest or whatever.
Just make a scroll of fireballs, and in case we need to make a getaway from this place.
But what has Adric done to you? Why would you start doing that to him?
Well, no.
He deserves it.
Fair enough.
Secret time.
Crits. Crit PMs. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Bard, but College of Sword just, I don't know, that seems like one I'd actually enjoy playing.
I play a bard in a real campaign like IRL.
Good glamour on you.
Yeah, glamour, and I'm gonna multi-class to warlock.
Ooh. I've never played a bard before.
No, it's my first time. It's super fun. I play
Is
play a prostitute. Super fun.
Whenever I had that one character and she was a glamour one, because that was my test out, saying, is Bard fun? And I tried out the glamour one, I'm like, yeah, Bard is fun.
Yeah.
Talk your way through any situation whatsoever.
Well, you have to be good at talking, and...
Yeah.
But then with a sword one, you can just be like, yeah, no, I'm just going to push you away now. Or I'm good to run away right now.
So, how are you enjoying RDR2, Sandra? Played much of it?
No,
Really?
that's Gustav's belonging right
Oh,
now.
damn bastard.
I know.
You're missing out. Oh my goodness.
I know, but I love him, so it's worth it.
Fair enough.
Our relationship is not worth breaking up on this Red Dead.
It hasn't even. I
Man.
put the Xbox on his table, and I was like, here, play it, and then I have.
If anyone took Red Dead away
collect
from
it.
me, I would attack them. I would physically attack them.
My brother just got that recently, and I was like, oh, well, I guess he's bringing it over when he
Oh man,
comes around to Christmas.
I would defend that game until I die. Like, people chatting shit about it. Ugh.
Oh my god, he's alive.
Yes.
I don't.
He's alive.
I don't chat shit about Red Dead. I just chat shit about Rockstar because they're
Yeah.
a shitty fucking company.
But you compare them to Capcom and it's nothing, so...
At least they don't fucking work their people to death.
Are you joking? An Asian company not working there... Have you not...
I do know about Asian companies, but Capcom's one of the more actual decent places to work.
Mate, I don't think you need to do research on Capcom. If you don't do the right amount of work...
I mean, sure, you can be blinded by Rockstar, but, I mean, that's fine.
Oh yeah, sure, but at least they pay their staff.
Yeah.
D&D.
Yeah, D&D.
Oh man.
I'd rather not
Wade.
get into this because that's gonna get heated, so...
Hey, Wade.
Well, and then you're just pissing
Yeah.
off the DM, and the DM's gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's what's
Well,
gonna happen.
he's already taken one arm, what else?
Matt just taught me that apparently I had missed half of my level 20 ability with Juniper because I couldn't read the book properly.
Yeah.
What would that be?
So I'd ignore verbal and somatic components of my spells as well as any material components that lack cost and aren't consumed.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that's
So now I know that. So while you were away, I put it into the spellcasting sheet on the other campaign.
Have fun.
Now,
There you go.
now we can play. Are we all friends?
Okay. Yeah, of course we're
Just gonna
friends.
quickly grab
Of
a...
course.
Good.
For now.
For now, only off screen then it gets violent.
Yeah, then we throw punches.
Yeah.
Nah, who cares? As long as we have fun with games, that's all that matters.
I wanna ask Marshall
Mm-hmm.
if the temple, like not this room, but the temple above, is available for me for prayer later on.
Oh, of course, blessed. Anyone is welcome.
Good. I need to meditate on this.
Alone?
No, I'll talk to my friends, and I want to see my family.
Oh, yes, of course.
And I'll get back to you.
I must say your brother Josin
Mm-hmm.
has not been back for a week.
Do you know where he went?
He has joined with a band of centaur. They had some troubles and he wanted to help. Against your mother's wishes.
Of course. Okay. We saw one of the herds when we came here. Is it the one who roams to the north, or?
That will be part of the young pride, yes.
Okay. I didn't see him then.
Maybe he was there, maybe I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to my mother. Thank you.
She nods and starts to make her way up away from you.
Yeah, I go up too.
Alright. Okay, so you head back onto the streets. So you guys are currently being swarmed with food basically being thrown at you to try. Like, their generosity is almost painful. They're forcing citruses and other rare fruits at you. Some people are just like, again, Darius, someone comes up to you and starts rubbing silk across your face. It's soft, but it's like, this is weird, please get away from me. And then they
He's
just
still
start
trying to write in his book, like...
yeah, rather than taking stuff out your bag, they're starting to push some of the silk into your bag. They're just, like, stocking you up. It's a weird place.
Writing and someone just shoves silk in his face.
Yeah.
I head over.
Yeah, you can see everyone's just bugging the shit out of your friends.
Yeah, I would just walk up and
I am so awkwardly
part
just standing there.
the sea of people.
Yeah. But as you start to walk towards them, they just sort of move out of the way, yeah. There you guys see healing come back. It's been about 20 minutes.
How much loot have we gathered?
It's about 15 golds worth of silk.
Kid's just there taking in the stock. He's like, yeah.
Like 20, it's like 2.5 silvers worth of citrus and fruits.
Just leading it into the cart.
I go up and I nod my head to the people who's there.
Yeah, they immediately move away. Some of them start kneeling again.
Yeah.
You see some people are actively crying.
Come on.
Oh, thank God you're back.
Come.
Help me.
Just follow me. Come. I head towards
What?
where my mother lives.
Alright.
Oh,
Guess we start following her.
Yeah.
is that going to be a problem being near the holy person's mother's house?
No, it's okay. Come.
So yeah, you start heading
Clearly
over.
isn't.
Okay, so yeah, you start heading towards where your mother once lived. Whether or not she's there, we will find out. So you go. This house is slightly smaller than most of the rest. It looks like it could maybe house 8 rather than 11. The door is open, and you can see a young girl come out of it. You would know her name to be Tia. She's not a sibling of yours, but she was basically assigned to your family when her father disappeared. And the mother is unknown, which is quite unnormal, quite odd, quite unusual.
Yeah.
And she sees you and she runs over. She's jumping around you, like pulling at your sleeves and stuff. She's like, healing.
Hey, Tia.
And hearing that, you hear clang, and then you hear the sounds of footsteps rushing to the door, and there you see Amelia, your mother, looking at you as her eyes start to brim up. She offers out her hands towards you.
I just go up and hug.
Yeah. As you come close, she hasn't got shoes on, so she's not coming out. She's waiting for you to come to her. Yeah.
Yeah, I go in.
She wraps you up in her arms. You can hear her softly sobbing.
It's okay, Mama.
Healing. Oh, I knew you'd come back.
Just for a while.
She sort of pulls back a bit. A while?
I'll be leaving soon again.
She looks slightly distressed, but pushes it away to not ruin the moment. She just pulls you again into her arms as she holds you tight for a couple of minutes. The rest of you awkwardly just sort of watch as Tia's sort of jumping around. She goes running into the house, and you can hear her calling. Yossi, Elmer, Tio, and you can hear them sort of, yes, sort of talking. And then all of a sudden, the shouting stops, and you can hear them running down. And then they join in this big group hug, and it lasts for another 5 minutes. You guys are just sort of standing there, like, okay.
I'll go join in the group.
Okay, yeah, sure. Then Tia joins in as well. She gets involved.
Darius just leans over to Zeldar. Well, at least it looks like everybody's alright here.
And eventually,
Good to hear, at least.
You feel Tio pat your back, which is a universal sign for, okay, we should stop hugging.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, this has gone on long enough.
Yeah, you know that feeling. It's like you're hugging someone, they pat you back, alright, I get it. Alright, sure.
Sure, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you back up. And Tio, he takes your hand. He goes, "It is good to see you, sister."
It's good to see you.
Blessed. And he gives you sort of a wry smile. Whereas Elmer looks very wholesome, is beholden to see you. Tia's always been a bit more playful, whereas
Yeah,
Elmer's definitely like a stout believer.
sure. So these are my friends.
Come, Tio says, to sort of beckons you guys in. His mother is just making us a meal. Yeah.
So this is Tio. He's my twin brother. And this is Elmer. He's the eldest. And we have Yosin also. Gone. I've heard.
Yes, he is still gone.
Okay. This is Seldor, Kian, Idrik, Darius.
They all look over you, and all their eyes settle on Zeldor.
Pleasure to meet you.
We can bring the food out to you if you.
No.
No, it's fine. It's honestly fine. The fact that you're even offering food is very grateful.
And she goes, healing, and then Elmer cuts in and goes, "It's blessed, mother."
Mama, I do request that my friend is being let in. He has been touched by a senator themselves.
So Elmer starts to like push your mother in, and he's like, "Let him in." If she says he's allowed in, he's allowed in.
Theodore looks so uncomfortable right now. He looks like he just wants to leave.
It's like you're being forced in there now, and
yeah, like being dragged in. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And Tio, so it's okay. Come in.
Honestly, I don't mind staying outside. It's fine.
Seldor just comes.
So Zelda, you go. It's fine. I'll stay outside. As you see this crowd slowly coming up towards the house.
Actually, you know what? I'd like
Yep.
living, so let's have some meals.
So you guys go into the home. It's a fairly humble abode. It's decorated like the rest of this place. Very flowery. Marble here and there. As much wood as they can, but there's not a lot of it in there because it's about sustainable, and they're not about cutting down trees so much. And she provides you with a or is currently in the midst of making a vegetable curry. Still looks like it's about half an hour off, as it's now around 3:30. It's been an hour since you shouldn't it do half an hour? But the actual fact is, it's coming up around 5 o'clock, which everyone knows is the universal time for dinner.
Yeah, of course, it's the right time for dinner.
Yeah, anyone that eats later than that is a heathen. But
Oh, sorry.
yep. Shame.
Yeah, I didn't finish work till like 6.
Yeah, well, you should have it at work then, alright? You should have a second break just for dinner.
I cook people's dinners for them.
Trash, alright? If you're posh like me, if you're cool like me.
I have no excuse.
Yeah,
so.
that was cool.
No, I don't think I even eat dinner at 5.
No,
Say I
think
think, I
everyone
don't.
does.
I know I don't. But anyway. Yeah, so dinner's being made up. Yeah, and Tio sat at the table, sort of across from you, twiddling with his thumbs, not really sure what to say. Kind of,
Just
you know,
there.
he believes in, obviously he believes in Asm River, like the whole blessed thing, and he's just unsure how to feel.
Yeah, like it's
That
been a
makes two of
weird
us.
situation since it all happened. in the
Especially because he's
family.
your twin, whereas Elmer
Yeah.
is at your heels. He's like, a wine sister?
Yes, please.
And your friends?
Yes, please.
Okay, and he goes away, and you see he brings you back this this red, and the rest of them get white. Yours is chilled.
White more than red.
Yours is chilled. Theirs isn't. It's cold. It's it's cold enough, but it's not chilled. Even though you're not supposed to chill red.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. Yeah.
I wanna be like with Tia. Like
Mhm.
I have like a pebble that I like cast light
Mhm.
on and give
Yeah,
her and like shut it like
She
you know.
shakes it away, puts her hands over it, then opens it. It's glowing. She's enamored by it,
Yeah, like let the spell go, cast on something else, you know.
and then she
Just-
starts like putting her greasy hands on your armor, as it's
Sure.
glowing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
No
she
issue.
seems absolutely enamored by you.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's basically an awkward 30 minutes with tears.
So how have you been, brother?
Can I call you Helion?
Yeah, sure.
It's not gonna upset
No,
you. Okay.
no,
Well,
it's okay.
things have been the same as usual. Prayer. I work the farm now. I don't know.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a humble work.
Mhm.
Elmer here is a priest, or at least in the becoming. In case you know, you never come back, the second best, kinda.
Yeah, sure.
But now you're back, I suppose you've ruined his plans, and you see he gives this like this very dark look to me. He's like, "Of course I'm happy she's back. Don't be stupid."
Like I am leaving soon again, so you can
You don't. This actually distresses him. Like he doesn't seem happy about that.
no.
It seems like his brother's just teasing him.
How well adjusted are my brothers? Like, are they? Do I feel like I can talk about worldly things with them? Or
Tio definitely.
Yeah.
Elmer he's seen ever since like his inception, his birth. He's been pampered as this priest boy. He is very very zealous,
Okay, so I'll.
and you notice a lot of the time like he is very torn with Zelda. Like obviously you said it's okay, but he hates the living shit out of the Tales. Like he obviously you know about the history of Tales.
Sure. I keep the conversation casual as long as Elmer is around. Then.
Okay.
I want to leave so badly.
I try to talk about like when we were in the big cities and like what we've seen, leaving out all the blood and the killing. I talk about the big trees I've seen and pretty flowers and whatever I can come up with.
Tio looks a little bit bored by the conversation. Well, not all of it. Some of it though. He's like, you're talking about flowers, and he's like,
yeah.
Whereas Elmer's, Elmer's hanging on every word. And Tia's like, Elmer, why don't you get our help our mother with the preparation? And he looks to you, Ian.
Yes, that sounds good.
As you wish, sister. Blessed. And he starts to back out of the room.
I just like, as he's left, I just like, put my head down in the table and take a deep breath and I look up again.
He got worse ever since you left, sister.
I can see
Yeah.
that. Like, what happened?
Ah, well,
Did he hit his head or something? I don't know.
well, there was after you didn't come back after a week. I seem to think it was a week it would take for you to become a very well-rounded.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, they started to groom him.
So is he? Are they just will he kill me when I come back? Do you think? Or...
I don't think there's any threat of that. He loves you as much as he reveres you.
Sure.
Yosin, on the other hand, a bit of a wild card. Him.
Mm-hmm. Is it something to worry about?
Maybe he's never been one for exploration, but in the last month, since you left, really, he's been more to himself, and just last month he rode off with some centaurs.
It sounds weird.
It is weird.
Do you know which herd?
I don't know what they call themselves. They live near to the Shifting Keep, a couple miles north. All I know is that they got in some trouble with the Shifting Keep there. The elves they keep teasing or incepting carriages. They're somewhat of a freedom fighting group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mother writes him letters every week, but I very much doubt he gets them.
Okay. Have you noticed anything else happening like the last... I look at you guys, is it like a month or...
Pretty random about that.
About 2.
Like the last month or two?
Well, close to last month, yes. There was this... well, everything went dark, didn't it? The smoke and all that, and we took that to be an omen that you had perished, but me being ever the skeptic, I thought it might be something a bit grander than just your demise.
It was close though.
Oh, really?
Very.
Yeah, it was. We were there, too. We were there.
What was it?
I don't even know.
There was a village-wide lockdown, and some sort of creature. We lost one of the elders, and ever since they locked everyone in, and until it lightened up, but only no one's really allowed to leave.
I think you won't be allowed to leave more either, as it is now. There are creatures out there. They swallow you whole, or parts of you. Point to Tal'Dorei.
Yeah, he, as you say that, he looks to Zelda's arm.
Yeah, he just gives a solemn nod to that. He's like, yep, just use me the example.
It is true though.
It is. But it's like, that's just what I'm here for. I'm here to be the sinner and the target dummy for don't do this.
Don't be me.
Don't be me. Don't be a sinner cat and have your arm missing.
You did try help your child, at least.
Have we made the armless joke yet?
We are right now.
Quite.
Well, it's very honourable to lose your arm in the line of duty.
Protecting the... that is.
Forgive me for being rude, but may I ask how long has it been an issue with, Dale?
You mean our sister hasn't told you?
No, she never mentioned
forgot.
it. Yeah, that important detail. Kind of forgot.
I met him a long time ago, and it kind of just...
And it didn't scare you off that he had one? Well, I suppose it's out of the influence of Az. Well, as you know, sister, with those that have evil in their hearts grow. Those.
Yeah.
And as you look back at Zelda, I'm pretty sure there's an inch missing off your tail.
Oh.
It just feels shorter and
So I'm
lighter.
going-
Just some fluff missing.
I'm just going to touch it and I'm going to do an investigation.
Okay.
Does it not look rounded off? It looks
It looks
kinda
normal.
straight cut?
It just looks an inch shorter.
That's not investigation. That's intimidate. I'm not going to you know what? We're going to use one of those luck points that we have.
All right, go for it. Reroll it.
18.
Your tail has shrunk. Like there is no visible signs of cutting or surgical removing. Your tail has seemed to have pulled itself into you.
Does not sound healthy.
What the fuck?
He's going to keep that information to himself.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Are you showing any visible signs of distress?
No, like when he's just saying like evil grows in your heart. You just
Well,
checked his tail to see.
you
if
guys
it was.
watch as he goes like he looks panicked, and then he touches his pocket, pulls out a coin. He's like, "Oh, there it is."
There it is.
Masterfully deceived.
Martily deceived. Haha. King of deceit is not who I am.
He goes, "But if you're truly not evil, then I suppose it's not an issue."
Both me and Drynna see into his heart. There is good in there.
I'll take your word for it, sister.
I don't know if the other villagers will.
Anything this blessed says will go over smoothly. It just takes some
yes.
time.
Clearly.
We are not a hard people to please.
That depends, though. But yes, in general. I need you to take this. I take up 5 of the flowers.
Okay, take some. Thank you.
This I know you hate flowers, but listen. If one of those creatures come, you crush one of these, and you blow it on it,
What do they look like?
like death, like the void.
Okay. So he takes 4, keeps one and puts another 4 in like a, and it takes some flowers out and puts them in a vase. Like, oh. Takes the other ones, looks around, just crumples them up and puts it in his pocket.
Sure.
And that will do what exactly?
It kills them.
Present a scenario
flower.
like this.
Kills them? Oh, okay.
You don't have to believe me, just have faith.
Well, of course I believe your sisters. Just from what I've heard, apparently they're very difficult to... Well, we haven't even killed one, we just made it go away.
Yeah.
Well, we've killed several.
Yes.
So it looks to you, Keen. Oh.
Keegan will be slightly drunk.
Already?
Yep.
How many have you had?
Probably.
Ian?
I don't know, like 5, 6.
Lightweight.
I'm little, so it's like gotta double it.
Double shots.
Kian's chugging it. Darius is just sipping it, and he's just like, "Wow, you've gone through a lot."
It's just like grabs all of our drinks. He's just taking them like that, like shots.
He's trying to fight my mage hand to take my drink.
No, it's
Pulling
fine.
it back. No, it's mine.
Well, dinner, I guess.
Yes, let's get on with this torturous event.
Don't worry, we're probably leaving in the morning.
Really? So soon?
We don't have time.
Where do we have to be, Healing?
I don't know.
What about?
We'll talk about it later, okay? We'll make a plan.
Darius just shrugs.
Places we'd like to visit, I assume.
As you finish up, you see in comes Elin's mother with a big cauldron, and places it next to the table with this large ladle. Scoots in and then waits. Elma eventually comes in with these several bowls, ceramic, and yes, you guessed it, decorated with flowers.
Yeah.
And starts to scoop the mixture into into a bowl. Hands it first over to you, Helen. And yeah, Zelda, you're handed the bowl last. And you slowly start eating at it, or going at it. Your mother apologizes if it's too salty or peppery, or sweet or sour. And you enjoy, I suppose, the meal, and the very basic but normal for once talk that goes on over dinner. The night starts to come in.
Do I know if we can stay here, or is there...
You could probably stay here. Yeah. I mean, you could say, "Can we stay here?" And your mother or brother is not going to say no.
Yeah.
But there's definitely, if Elma sleeps with Tia, there's definitely room.
I would like to go on a long drunken rant about some mythological pharaoh hidden away in a tomb in a desert that doesn't exist.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so they're talking about Hosen, is it?
Sure.
Helen, how do I pronounce? Is it Yozen? Yozen. Fuck it, that's good enough. Anyway, and they're talking about how they miss him, and then you go, "You know what? I think it's a shame." And you start talking about this pharaoh that will never be found because he's in the desert, but secretly he doesn't even exist. Yeah. Does Kin know he doesn't exist?
He would be going off of what the stories are.
Right. Okay.
So it would be like a it's lost forever. You can only find it by being lost type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be lost to find it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like Tia is on the edge of her seat listening to you, while the others sort of slowly turn their head to you.
I apologize. He was drunk.
And indulge you in your drunken rant. And yeah, eventually, your mother gives up her room. She won't have none of it. You're sleeping in that room no matter what. Has the biggest bed, of course, because she is the head of this house. Zelda, you're led into a room that seems to be made for a child.
The fact that I even have a room is going up in the world.
Yeah, it seems that Tia and Amelia are sharing a room, as are Elma and Tio. But the rest of you have these single beds, except for you, Helen. You have this very large flower petal bed.
Yeah, sure.
Am I on just a kid's bed and my feet sticking out?
Yes.
Like,
even more so because you're 7 foot.
Yeah.
It's the back of your head is hanging off the back, and not your feet. The back of your knee is hanging off the edge of the bed as well.
Say, am I up to my knees on this?
You might be better off just laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wake up
and
half an hour.
using the bed as a pillow.
I want them to think I'm more of a savage, not using a bed.
You wake up half an hour later and your neck fucking hurts. So you just.
I know it. See, that's all too real because I had a bed like that back in the day because I was too fucking tall and I was my legs are hanging out.
So you grab the pillow and grab the sheet and just lay on the floor.
And cry a little bit inside.
Yep.
Could I, during the evening, when everything seems to settle down, I want to cast Sending
Mm-hmm.
to Darius.
Okay.
And I want to say, I need to talk to you urgently.
Darius is just in the middle of writing in his book, and studying the scroll when he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. He goes to look for healing.
Yep. You open the door. She stood there in her gown. And pulls it off.
Sure.
Wait, whoa.
No.
I've been waiting for you.
Purry has decided you're lovers now.
I guess
Yep.
so.
No.
You don't have a choice in this
He
matter.
shipped it. He started the shipping himself.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's Darius and Healing, Adric and Zelda.
Yeah.
Keenan weird girl in his armor.
I love you, Zelman.
Oh, I love you too, Adric.
Moving on.
Oh boy. Anyways.
I've got
Yes,
to keep
you,
us somehow warm in the night.
You cold.
I go in and close the door.
Okay.
Okay.
So I went to the temple today when you guys were given the gifts at the market.
Alright.
And there was something I wanted to bring you there, but I was not allowed to because there's an item there, and I cannot make heads or tails of it. I just can't. There's a crystal which seems to be like an essence of a Xanadu or something, and it's being corrupted by the same material or whatever as the beasts and the other things that we run into. And it's slowly like crystallining over it. And I tried to put the flour on it, and it cracked, and then it started to form even faster. And I tried to get the feeling from it, from a Xanadu, and I got the feeling that it's like it's like an eyelid. That's what it felt like it's slowly closing, and I can't feel how I can be able to open it again.
Interesting. He motions for you to sit down while he takes out his book. He just writes down what you told him so far. So, there's corruption on, let's say, a relic of a Ascendator.
Yeah.
And when you tried to use the flour on it, it didn't work.
No, like it cracked, the onyx or whatever, but then it reformed even faster. Because
That's not
it's
good.
like, no, I know, and it really feels like it's urgent, and that's why I was like, we need to leave. But I don't know where. I just don't know what to do. And this is not just I need to help my village. This is covering. It feels like it's covering up my connection to my God, and if it's covering up my connection to my God, what is it doing to other gods?
I see your concern. May I take a look?
I want you to either go, but I can't follow because I can't let you in.
I don't know. You've done all the seeing for me.
I know, so go ahead.
Alright. He's gonna try and use the librarian's key on healing.
And you're willing here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking simple. You're given access to what she's willing to show. And I mean, you guys have shared enough for it to be pretty simple. Yeah, and basically you see, Eden is led towards the temple. Then at the temple she turns left. But she's walking towards a wooden wall, and as she walks into it, things just go black, and there's just a blankness, and then you hear something like in the distance, two people arguing. And one sounds familiar. It sounds like your benefactor. You can hear him say, "I was told we would work together. You're hiding from me." Then you hear a much more angelic voice saying, "Some things are not meant for you. You will remember to watch your place." And then all of a sudden you are pushed back, and you've seen him come back from this before, but he's actually like pushed back several feet. But Darius, you know where this door is, but it looked like it was closed. Yet Ian clearly would have remembered going through it.
Did you see it?
Oh,
Are you okay?
yes, I'm fine, but that didn't turn out like I expected it to. I think your deity is, stopping me. I could see nothing makes sense. I saw the door that you went through, the wood in the temple, but it blacked out. She was speaking with my benefactor,
Makes sense.
and
if you were a deity, wouldn't you try to protect whatever is you materialized?
I mean, I understand that, but
It's
The-
not just giving it access to you, it's giving it access to the big unknown that's connected to you.
I'm also curious, though, as my benefactor stated they were supposed to be working together.
He said,
Yes. And
that's curious.
your deity stated that some things shouldn't even be seen by him.
Oh,
So, that's what I mean. I've been completely blocked from whatever you saw. I can't use my powers to see what you saw. I can only go off your word.
it's interesting.
But it kind of worries me. Why wouldn't your deity want help at figuring out what's wrong?
I think that is a too complex of a question because we're just mortals and they are not.
You're right.
Because helping here and now it could be nothing in the grand scheme of time and space. I don't know.
True.
This might just
Nevertheless, that didn't work quite like how I
no.
would have expected it.
No,
So,
I was hoping. It's okay. I just don't know what to. I just don't know what to do with this information. But I think it's important for us to make a plan of some sort. I don't know what to do.
well, this genuinely worries me. I want to. I feel like I need to see it. That's the only way I can get any kind of information about it. The only thing I can think of would be from here, maybe go to Singon and see if we can find anything related to what we've been seeing throughout the past month. Try to see if this has happened before. Any kind of information.
Where would we find the most learned people? Is it Singorn? Is it Iman? Is it?
Would we have any idea?
Yeah, you've been there.
The Cobalt Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
And he just remembers that as, oh yeah.
When were we there? What did we do?
In Westron.
You.
Sandra, I can't remember.
Well,
Sandra didn't go
yeah.
there. Neither did he did.
I was the.
Oh, okay, sure.
I believe I was the only one who checked out some books from there too, which I still have, or one book.
One book.
Oh, by the way, How long did I have to hold on to that? I forgot.
I think you're owed them some money now.
I believe it was 3 months. I'll just check.
Oh, 3 months. Okay. I was thinking I had 3 weeks in my head. I was like, haha. Oops. Oh no, yeah, 3 month lease. I got it right here.
You have until the 14th of Siddenstar,
Okay, cool.
which is roughly 3 months since you took it out, but it's about 2 months and a bit now.
I'm thinking going to Singard anyway might not be a stupid idea, because maybe we could pay for teleport from there. Maybe it's a big city.
I'd rather not have to travel all the way back to Westruun again.
Yes, exactly. So if it's big enough, maybe they have circles.
Yeah. I hope so. I honestly think that might be our best bet at this point. We need information. That's what it comes down to. We just don't know enough about this. And I'm worried if it's true about how it's sped up, I'm worried that the longer we take, the more chance there is that you might lose something.
Yes, that's what I'm afraid of too. Not just me losing power, but Ascended and or more gods losing connection to the plane.
Yes.
It might even include your deity, who knows? Your benefactor.
Honestly, I had planned on visiting Trubar from maybe here, but I might have to put that on hold for a little while. It's much farther south from here, so I think our priority is finding out what's wrong with your relic, I guess. Make sure nothing happens here first.
I'm a little bit worried about my brother, but it's a small thing in comparison with everything else right now.
Are you sure? It is family after all.
I know, but what is family in a world that's dying?
What's a world to be in if you've got no family left? The more you lose, the less you have. I mean, wouldn't you want to find him? Make sure at least he's doing alright.
Yeah, but I feel like I've used up that right.
Well, I leave the decision to you. What you see fit with it, it's fine. If you want to go looking for your brother, I'm backing you 100% on that. I personally don't know.
I think you might be the only one though, and I'm not going to ask it from the group. I brought everyone here, and I feel like I've done enough.
Well, whatever you decide. I'm fine with it.
We'll have a conversation with the rest in the morning, regardless of what we're doing now, what we're doing from now. So we'll talk about it then. But
That's fine.
thank you for the help anyway.
Sorry I wasn't of more use.
No, it's okay. It's neither your nor my fault.
Yeah. Well, I hope we can find some kind of answer soon. Alright, well, you get some rest.
Go back to bed.
Okay.
I do the extra long evening ritual since I'm close to my...
Okay. As you get onto your knees to prayer, and your mother has a little altar to Azamir that's very nicely kept and even has a mirror in it. You can see yourself as you pray. You look back up, and behind you, you can see stood there is the elegant form of Azamir. Turning her out, like you turn your head to see if she's there. Oh, sorry, there, but they're not. They're only within your reflection. And they put the hand on your shoulder, You can trust him, but not his friend. See, she starts to sort of shake, and then starts to vanish.
Go to sleep.
And Darius would like to go back to at least writing a little bit more in his book.
And as you're writing, you flip to the page. On the page it says, find out what's in there, and I'll tell you more. And it's just signed, just an L. And then it starts to fade off. You guys go to sleep. And healing. As you're dreaming, it's very unlikely, but you see Azanru one more time. She looks they look panicked. And they say, something's coming. Something's coming. And you can hear from outside this loud screeching. Not a person, but something being wrenched. And we'll leave it there.
Oh, nice.
Oh god.
I wonder what that is.